Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know when I say those words, it is that time again. Episode number 126 of From the Sidelines. We are back. It is another week, another Tuesday. Well, actually, it's a Monday for us, but a Tuesday for you guys. Recording a little early due to the wonderful holiday celebrations that are going to be going on later in the week. We wish everyone kind of a, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays out there. We won't be talking about that too much today because this show will be coming out just a little bit after the holiday week. But yeah, we got a lot of other fun and exciting topics to get into tonight. It was quite a weekend, and yeah, let's get it started off. Let me bring in my co-hosts so they can help me along the way tonight. Stephen Hatch, you are all dressed up in the Christmas spirit, man. What is going on over there, buddy?
Anybody who's not watching right now, you're missing out, first of all. And I am
You're always missing out if you don't watch the video.
Christmas sweater. You know me, I got to bring this good old gem back after every single year. So just feeling good.
Beer to put in it this time.
No, I don't. I put down the drinking, bro.
It's actually it's a pocket, right?
Oh, absolutely it is, bro. Absolutely it is.
You put down the drinking.
It's where I can put my Uncrustables.
Look, don't come after me for my 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 hard AF seltzers that I have a week.
Oh, no,
all right, man?
I only drink hard AF. We just don't have it over here in the West Coast.
I'm glad you said that. Your brother in arms would not have appreciated that too much. Let's bring in our other co-host who's here every week on the podcast. Unmute yourself now, Brandon, and go ahead and talk. Brando, Baird, how you doing, bro?
Boom. We're here. We're ready. I'm excited. 2 days away from, actually a day and a half now, from the Fat Man coming, and
ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho. Maybe I can hitch a ride back and to see my people, the elves.
That's true.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's where I fit in.
I'm surprised they let you have this year off. I know normally you're recruited to go back to the motherland and fight for the big red man.
Put in a time off request.
Yeah, every 2 years. Every 2 years I go back.
Every 2 years you get a rotation. Nice.
This is my second year, so I got to go. Sorry, boys.
Next year, yeah, you get called up.
Nice.
All right. Makes sense. Hey, you got to put in your time, Got to serve your country, I guess, your people. I don't know. Whichever way we want to take it.
You do a yearly rotation with it's either you or Psycho.
We prefer our Reich, but, whatever. We'll take country.
Okay.
Okay, don't bring any federal nationalism into this. That would not be good.
No comment.
Does not know what that term means. All right, well, everyone else, welcome on in. As you guys know, we got to talk about our sponsors before we get any further on into the show. So if you're new here, I want to tell you about Liquid IV. They're the great hydration multiplier. We appreciate them over here on the show. They've been supporting us almost since the beginning, but they're a great product. They're going to get you hydrated faster than just water alone. They have their sugar products, which I got in my hand right now, the new firecracker flavor. Came out a couple months ago during summer. And then they also have the sugar-free version as well, and then a whole bunch of different formulas. So they have the immunity support, the energy version, kind of give you a little pep in your step as well as the hydration, and then just the regular hydration multiplier as well. They make a lot of great products. You can go check out more information about them at their website, liquidiv.com. Promo code over there is Mafia_Moffitt. You're gonna get a 20% off and free shipping. So yeah, go over there, check out, grab a couple different products, try some out, get the Mafia code on there, save 20% off and get some free shipping at liquidiv.com. Next up, we got NECTR Energy, and I accidentally hit it, so let me grab it. NECTR.energy. That is the next URL we got tonight. We love the boys over at NECTR. They've same thing. They've been here with us for quite a while. The awesome little energy pouch looks very similar to maybe a Zyn, a tobacco product of that type. The big difference here is there is no nicotine or tobacco in this product. It is just caffeine and a neurotropic. So it's going to give you It's going to get you a little bit of energy, a little bit of buzz, kind of get you focused back up, ready to go at the task at hand. Maybe you're lagging a little bit in the midday. Definitely a product you can use for that. I know Hatch as well. He'll throw them in if he's driving home for practice. You know, he's got
Absolutely.
that 3-hour commute. So they're a great little product, you know, a little extra energy when you need it, get you back on the road, get you back to what you need to do. NECTR.energy. The promo code over there is MafiaProductions. So just all one word, MafiaProductions, the name of the channel over here. But yeah, we appreciate the support of NECTR Energy. And yeah, guys, go check them out. Oh, I forgot to say, the promo code MafiaProductions, it is a buy two, get one free. So make sure you throw 3 items in your cart. One of them is going to be shipped for free. Try out a couple different flavors, see which one you like. And yeah, maybe come back and grab some more. Thank you to NECTR Energy. And last but not least tonight, we've got our last sponsor, Welt's Clothing. Brandon's got their sweatshirt on tonight. We love to see that. Welt'sClothing.com. They drop a lot of limited edition apparel. Every first Wednesday of the month is Welt's Wednesday. Wednesday. You're always going to have to check out their website because there's always going to be something new. Maybe a t-shirt, maybe a sweatshirt, maybe some, headwear, hats, beanies. They have straps sometimes, bands, headbands. It's always a great place to check out over there. There's always something new at the weltsclothing.com website. And we appreciate their support over here. Scott Stewart and the team run a great job. They do a lot of good things for local divisional paintball in Texas. And we love to see their company grow and thrive. Stands for a lot of great things as well. So head over to weltsclothing.com, use promo code FTS, save yourself a little bit of money at checkout, and go support a local company down here in Texas who are doing some cool things for paintball. All right, boys. Well, let's finally start to get into it.
Here we go.
I've got a lot to talk about tonight. I think, it's no secret if you've been following me on social media, you would see that the last week of mine went absolutely crazy. But before I do that, one of our co-hosts said maybe about 40 words last week. And if you know about our co-host, you know that it's Brando Baird. So we're going to start. And Brandon, you're going to tell us about your trip snowboarding with your ex-girlfriend. Because I'm going to make you talk first. You got to get it out of the way. Let's go, motherfucker.
All right. So... Yeah, we were talking about going snowboarding with Cedar and Yvonne, and it was like
fellow teammates.
Yep, fellow teammates. It was like Wednesday, Thursday that we were talking about it, and just wasn't sure. It's going to be expensive, whatnot, whatever. But I think it was Friday. It was Friday night. We decided, yep, we're going to do it. We're going to pull the trigger at my company Christmas party.
And
we bought our tickets at midnight and decided to go up to Sierra at Tahoe.
Okay, good choice.
Yep, towards South Lake Tahoe. And that's where Edric lives and works. Edric
I love that guy.
From our D4 squad. Yep. Been in the camp this past year.
No dirtbag. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a sick mustache.
That's what they're called. They call
yes,
themselves that. Yeah, climbers. They'll call themselves dirtbags. It's the whole thing.
Dirtbags? Right. I'll take your word for it. I ain't going to call one to his face. But
I will.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something else.
Slow down, Clovis. Slow down. We're too early to be doing shit like that in the show.
Yeah. So, and mind you, Michelle and I, we've only ever been snowboarding one other time. That was 2.5 years ago or so. It was over 2 years ago. So we're beginners still. And Cedar and Yvonne have been more than us. It's been 3 years, I think, since they've gone. So, and they're still, beginners. They're still learning. So we let him know that. He was able to grab some equipment for us. We had to rent one package for Michelle, but the rest of us got some equipment. Hooked us up. Awesome. Dude, Edric is one of the most genuine and nicest people I've ever met.
Absolutely.
In my life. Like,
without a doubt.
Will take the shirt off his back to make sure you are okay. I love the dude.
So this is so funny because if I didn't move out here to Texas, I wouldn't have the context I'm about to say. Guys, it turns out that's just everyone who doesn't fucking live in California. Because I swear, every person I meet out here is like the nicest person I've ever met. And I'm just like, was I living by assholes my whole life growing up in California? I think it was.
Right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So that's why I love that you guys are pointing out, like, yeah, he's a great dude. And I'm like, no, that's just a normal person. He's a good human. Like, yeah.
I try to be a nice human myself, right? So I try to stick out like a beacon of hope, in this sad world of California that I live in, So that's definitely one thing I noticed about California. People are mean as fuck over here. So Edric is without a doubt one of those beacons. Anyway, go on, Brando.
Fuck yeah, hooked you guys up.
Absolutely. Yeah. And but we let him know, like, we're still all beginners. And
he's like, all right, we're going to the top of the mountain, double bag diamond, baby.
Well, we went to the top of the mountain for sure. We went to the top of the mountain for sure. It was still
bunny slope?
like an easy. No, so the first time we went a couple years ago, we never left the bunny slope because we were with a couple of Michelle's family members, so we were all learning and stuff. No one else wanted to go up on the lifts. I was willing to, but no, I didn't want to go alone. So we just never left the bunny slope. This one didn't even touch the bunny slope. We jumped on the lift, went to the top of the mountain.
Hell yeah.
And I honestly, like, there was no bar on the lift. Wasn't didn't know what to expect. I was a little scared at first. Fucking hella high, super windy.
Okay.
But whatever.
Yo,
You know?
I'll sidestep right there for a sec because, dude, I can co-sign that. I've skied my whole entire life, and I can tell that in a little bit. But my least favorite part of skiing is the ski lift. I just hate everything about being on those old, ancient, 40-year-old fucking creaky ass, rusty ass lifts, dude.
I've seen enough. I've seen that
shit.
movie. I've seen that movie Frozen. Not the good kind. That shit is terrible. No, don't want to go on those.
Live league version. No, I got you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can co-sign there, Brandon. I love skiing. It's so much fun. Every time I'm on those, I'm just silently like, we're just gonna meditate through this. We're not here. We're not here. You know, like just the this is what we have to do.
Yeah, it was a little scary, and then until I start looking and taking in the view, it's like, holy shit. And I try to turn around to really get the view of the valley.
You move too
and
much.
Michelle goes, "Don't move!" Yeah, she
Final
started to lean
destination.
forward. Yeah. So we finally get to the top of the lift, and we get off. We finally strap in, and Edric goes, Cedar goes, Yvonne starts to go, Michelle starts to go, and I'm the last one to like get up. Dude, I get up and immediately it's like, fuck, dude, we fucked up. I need to warm up because I don't remember this shit. And immediately run into the little orange gate that they have up there to show you where to go. I run into that shit. I fall. I get tangled up in the bitch. And I'm just like, this is so embarrassing. God damn it, dude.
Wait, so you're getting off the... Wait, you already got off the lift, right? So you did like the little paddle that you gay snowboarders do to get off? Okay, love that. And then you strapped in. You get up and instantly go into the barrier?
Instantly. Instantly.
Poor guy,
I
bro.
love that.
Dude, I felt so embarrassed. And a guy right behind me,
I
he goes,
would too. 100%.
dude, he goes, "Oh, I got you, buddy." Unstraps. I'm like, oh,
Dude, I would
Not
love in
the
that
buddy.
moment if he was like, "Are you Brando Baird from the Sidelines?"
Oh.
I'm like,
Only that would have been the only thing to make it better.
no, I'm Stephen Hatch.
You know what? That one checks out.
Yeah.
You know, the crashing in. That's definitely something that I would do because I'm more of the extreme learner type of guy. You know, I don't jump on the bunny hills. I go straight to veteran mode. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
First playthrough.
I'll let Brandon
So-
go. That's what my family did to me when I was a fucking kid. It was terrifying, but hey, we know how to
hell.
ski now.
Yeah.
But
Amen,
so
brother.
you got tangled up in it. Did you get
Yeah.
up?
Yeah.
Did you,
No, he came
or
and
did
helped
you
me.
just accept defeat and just...
Oh yeah, no. Like once I was going down, tangled in it, I just fuck it. All right, this is how much worse
I
can it
live
get?
here now. This is
Yeah.
now my new home.
Yeah. So he got me out. I semi caught up with Michelle and Yvonne. We're all starting to go, and we fall down. Starting to go, fall down, whatever. And finally get up, and he tells me, like, just lean forward, whatnot. It's all in the hips. I'm like, all right, yeah. And I start to gain some speed. I'm like, oh, fuck, I need a break. So I try to break, and I eat shit. Just straight
Catch a
full
fat edge. Yep.
fucking. Oh,
I'm not a
my.
big
You
snowboarder.
dipped your toes there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not a big snowboarder type of guy. But how the fuck do you break?
Well, use the lip. So essentially, what happened there? I don't snowboard either, but I've been around enough to know. So I'm guessing you went to kind of make like a turn to kind of slow yourself down and trim off some speed. And
Yeah.
as you did that, you dipped your toes, and those caught snow, and now all your momentum is going flat fucking
Yep.
over. Yep.
Well,
Yeah,
I
those
try
are
to.
not fun to do.
I almost like. I try to
can't do it
break
with
with my
skis.
heels. Yeah, I try to
I
break
would
with my
have killed
heels.
to see that.
Dude, I try to break with my heels. Didn't feel right. Try to overcorrect with my breaking, like going on my toes, and fell backwards. And I like somersaulted backwards, or did a backflip. And I remember it was
yard
a
sale?
hard fall. No, but
Okay.
I heard a lot of crunching, and and
A lot of
wind was knocked out of
vertebrae hitting
me.
shit
I
that
was
shouldn't
like,
have been hit.
I feel like I'm like picturing this in my mind. Like, dude, did you scorpion?
Dude, no, but I will say
I
this
just
was not.
can imagine in my head
The way he's
the
describing it,
ragdoll of
right?
Brando, just like
Dude, the way he's describing it sounds like the crunch, the way my feet were. You're describing a scorpion perfectly, bro.
No,
okay?
I never went forward. I went like kind of backwards to my side.
Okay.
That was not the worst fall I had. We'll get to that.
Jesus.
Continues. Dude, fuck. Yeah, we went down and I got up.
Had some pain in it.
Oh my god. And every time I fell, I made sure like, no, look, I'm good. To Edric. Edric would see. I'm like, no, I'm good. I was not good, Edric. I was not good.
Pop right back up.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yes.
I'm not a bitch.
Yeah, no. I was already embarrassed with that. With the gate, I ain't being embarrassed by falling. Hell no. So, we slowly make it down. We come across some turns, and those were bitches. I kept falling on that. Come to find out, it was a little icy. So, snow's hard and shit. So,
it was probably in the shade.
It, not necessarily. I don't. It just was. I don't know.
That'll happen a lot. Like if there's a patch of snow that gets sun in the morning, and then like it'll start to melt, and then the sun moves, and it gets like behind a tree. Dude, it just becomes this ice patch where you're just like, yo, you hit it, and you just okay. Hopefully, we'll make it, to traction again.
Fuck yeah. So I don't quite know why it was so icy, but that's what Edric was saying, and apparently it's hard to snowboard and ski on. So
that's his neck of the woods. He knows. If he says no bueno,
bro.
No bueno.
You ain't got that fresh powder. What are you doing, man?
Man, so we're making it down. We come across this like fucking hard ass turn, and we all eat shit.
One by one.
Dude, yeah.
Nice.
So we're all, dude, we're all like sitting down next to each other, and then one at a time they start going. Edric, Cedar, Yvonne, or Cedar, Michelle, and then Yvonne starts to go, and like she starts veering off to this ledge, and she like quickly sits down. She, Brando, I'm scared. I'm to go over. Like, don't worry, I ain't leaving you. So we shuffle her over to the middle of the runway, or the I don't even know what the fuck to call it. The road, whatever.
The run, the ski run.
Yeah, the run. Thank you. The run. Away from the edge, and then finally I take off because she's like, all right, I'm comfortable now, we're good, go ahead. So I go down. This bitch got steep real fast. This was the worst fall I had. And fuck, it feels like I'm doing 50 60 miles an hour. Like I am flying, and I know I'm not going to be able to stop. Like the way I'm stopping is I'm hitting the ground, and this is gonna hurt. But I gotta turn. I'm coming up on this turn, and I gotta turn. I see Edric at the corner, and he ain't gonna help me. There's no one else to help me but me, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I try to turn. I go on my toes again. It's like a slingshot. I just fall right on my back. The back of my head goes, and
oh, bro, that is the worst.
Back of the head hit the ground, and instant
some whiplash.
pain.
Dude, scrambled.
Fuck yeah, that fucking.
Yeah. No, that's 100% some light CTE you got there, dog. 100%.
Yeah, and I've had several concussions too. It's been many years, but I had several concussions as a kid.
Explains so much, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my first thought. The pain. More crunching. God, I'm getting old. And I was like, God, please don't have a concussion. Please don't have a concussion. I look up and I see Edric, and I could see it in his eyes. Like, holy shit. And I go, I'm good.
Not good.
I was not good. I was not good, man.
I love that.
After that, I took a breather for a moment. Why?
So one thing I got to tell you about this app, because next time you guys go, when you're doing I think I was going 50 or 60, you can actually know. It's an app called Slopes. So this will show you the last time I skied, December 24th, 2019. I haven't been in a long ass time, but my whole family grew up doing it. My brother and my sister-in-law are both huge fans of skiing. So what's awesome about this app, and I'll just show you right there, it gives you the quick information. It won't focus all that well. Let's see. Yeah, but so my top speed of the day was 32.6. So like we didn't go that fast. I think we were at one of the smaller resorts. That
Hey,
was
bro, you'll get a ticket into school zone.
Yeah, I think that was at NECTR. So no,
yeah.
36 is really not that crazy for skiing, but like that's the cool part about the app. You can see like how long your runs are, how much altitude you lose in a certain amount of time. So yeah, download that for your next trip. Slopes.
Dude.
We're not sponsored, but hey, there you go. There's a free ad placement.
Download it
sponsor
just
us.
now.
Yeah, because what's cool is tell Michelle about it, tell Yvonne about it, and all of them, because then you can be like, you can compare at the end of the day, be like, oh, who's the fastest today, or I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. So, fuck, dude.
Edric's been trying to take me up there, dude. I need to go. He's been trying to get me up there.
It was so fun.
That's a long way for this Clovis boy,
know
heading
what I'm
all the way
saying?
up to the mean steps of Lake Tahoe,
Yeah, truly terrifying,
heading out of your territory. Does your
I
cow
need-
even make it up there?
Do I need chains on my Kia?
I know, but I think your horse might need some. Good
God
partner.
damn.
Good sir. Well, howdy. But yeah, Brandon.
I do have my cowboy hat.
I'm so glad you went snowboarding. I love skiing. Like I said, my family, we grew up doing it. I actually was this is gonna sound like a fucking lie. I was recruited for the Olympic team when I was about 7 years old. My parents did not have the financial resources to commit to that. But yeah, when we were skiing a lot, I forget which place it is in Lake Tahoe, but it's the Olympic. Like, there's some Olympic practice facility up there. But essentially, I had no fear, and I would just fucking bomb shit. So my parents, 5, 6, they taught me how to ski, but then 7, 8, I just was learning, and I just and you're rubber at that age, so even if you do fall, it doesn't hurt.
Dude, your regen speed is next level, dude.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, you have so much good HP regen.
For sure.
So fucking, that they just started seeing me being fearless and wanted me to come, learn how to ski better and try to be like a downhill skier someday. I always hold that over my parents. They told me that, and it's definitely one of my favorite things to be like, I could have been an Olympic athlete, mom and dad.
Mm-hmm. But thanks
But I'm here now.
All their fault. Kind of like a Brando, Baird, Machine Gun Mike.
100%.
Hey, you
100%.
ruined my
okay.
paintball career, but it's the other way around.
Yeah. Well,
They
Brandon
ruined your
probably has a
Olympic
couple
career.
of those with his dad, but yeah, no, I've got a couple of those.
Nice.
Gotta hold
Hell
over
yeah.
your parents.
those parents.
But yeah, no, I love skiing. It's a blast whenever you can get up there. Yeah, there definitely been a couple times where, because my family's crazy with it, they've just gone to the top of the mountain and it's fucking vertical, and you're just like, oh shit, and they're just like, fuck it, I'm a bitch, dude. That shit gets scary sometimes when you're just looking down and you're like, I gotta go down that somehow.
I'm curious on how
Falls
I
hurt
would
now,
do
bro.
it. I'm curious on how I would do it, because dude, I'm scared of fucking roller coasters, just that in general. So now I ain't got no seatbelt. I ain't strapped
Brandon,
in.
if we have problems with the lift, this man is gonna be shitting
No,
himself.
I think the lift. That's where I'll be fine.
If you, if you don't like roller coasters, it's,
No, 'cause genuinely-
it's sketchier.
The lift. The only reason why I think, dude, if I had Edric, bro, that guy's my safety blanket, bro.
Well, yeah,
you tell me
just
it's all
talk
right.
to them, and that's
Yep,
what
you
I
tell
do
me
with,
it's all right,
with the lift too. Is you just
and then
talk
I'd
to
be
whoever
okay.
you're with, just don't look down, just man.
Yep. Dude, then I want to do it so bad, because then you said we were talking about the views from the lift, and I'm like,
There
There are
are
some
they were
great
beautiful.
views.
Yeah.
yeah.
That's undoubtedly.
Yeah, it was cool. It was awesome. Can't wait to go again. It's just finding a weekend to go. It's hard with paintball and shit, but it was badass. Finally, towards the end, feeling a lot more comfortable. Able to break and everything.
Cocky, some would say.
A little bit, maybe. I'm normal. I ride normal, but I feel more comfortable on my heels.
Goofy's the way to be, bro.
So I could switch it up to goofy. Like I ride on my heels, slow down, and I could hit
He's
goofy.
a switch rider. Okay, well,
Yeah.
I ride goofy from when I skate. From when I
Hell
skated,
yeah.
I for sure ride goofy.
Goofy riders for life, dog.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, but
Right foot forward, bitch.
so I fell so hard. My elbows fucking hurt. I already bruised after the first run. My ass was hurting, and I was
pause. Whoa, pause. What? Your
said-
ass was hurting?
He said, "Dude, Edric was getting me so good from behind with the snow."
my ass
bro.
cheek was hurting. My ass cheek was hurting. I asked for it though. So
Continue, I guess. Okay.
I was planning on playing on Sunday, the next day, and told Edric, hey, gonna go out too. Marv said that he was going out, And dude, I woke up and I was tired. I sat up in bed. I was like, oh fuck, oh my neck. and I'm like, all right, no, I can tough this out. I just need coffee. I need to warm up, to loosen up. When it was time to pack, going. Dude, when it was time to pack up, I was like, I ain't going. So I text Marv, I ain't going. I walk upstairs to let Michelle know. Wake her up. I'm like, I feel like I was in a car accident. Like, just everything hurt. My neck still hurts, bro. Dude, my shoulders are fucked. Thankfully, I didn't hurt my right shoulder.
Already hurt, yeah.
Yeah,
nice.
Everything sores on my left. My head, my neck, my left shoulder.
Your head, your neck, your back.
And it fucking.
Your ligma hurts? Is that what it is?
Yeah, 100%. We'll go with that one.
Yeah, fuck, dude. It was rough, but it was fun.
That's funny. No, because Brandon, think about it. You were going the speed a human being would be in a car crash, and you landed on one of the toughest materials in the known planet, which is ice. Yeah, you were in a car crash, pretty much, buddy.
Yeah, several of them. Several of them.
Take valor for being a car crash survivor. You're going to steal that valor from now on, Brandon.
Damn, dude.
If I could survive a car accident, you can too. Drink and drive, my fellow. No.
Oh, yeah. Wait, hold up. No. Let's not do that. There goes the Hard AF sponsorship. Okay, I was working so hard on that last week. God damn it, Brandon. Can't be saying shit like that, brother. All right, well, that was Brandon's snowboarding trip. Seems like he had a lot of fun. But yeah, man. Guys, I guess, all right. Well, for those who don't like Ryan Moffat monologues, that's about to be the next 30 minutes of the show, and I do apologize for that.
Let's hear it.
I had my wildest and probably best week since being here in Austin so far last week. It started out last Tuesday. I got a text from our boy, the fourth member of our broadcast studio. Shout out to Last Row Lopez.
Love that guy.
He sent me a text saying, hey, man, Drinking Bros, which is a podcast platform that is based out of down here in Austin. They are having their Christmas show this Thursday in Boerne, Texas. It's about an hour and a half away. And so he said, hey, man, you want to carpool out for that? You know, we'll go and, you know, be at the show and have a good time. And it kind of was unwritten, too. It's like, hey, I'm going to drink, so that way I can drink, and worst case scenario, you can get us home. And I was like, hell yeah, you know, that's a fair trade, you know, hell yeah, Lastro. So we drive out there. Unfortunately, dude, the traffic was miserable. Getting out to Boerne, it took us about 3 hours for this hour and a half long ride. We finally get out there. We show up a little late. The show gets started. It was a great show. For anyone who doesn't know, Drinking Bros, it's one of the bigger podcasts, you know, in the English podcast charts. They always do pretty well on there. So, yeah, it was cool to watch that. I've been listening to that show probably since about late 2016, early 2017 was my first, you know, time tuning in. So yeah, almost about 7 years now. So it was cool to be there in person, to meet some of their people. But the cooler thing, or I guess one of the coolest people I met that night had no relation to Drinking Bros. Do you guys watch Kill Tony at all? There may be some people in our podcast audience who do, but do you guys as well here?
I know of it. I've seen a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I've caught a couple episodes.
All right, so potentially you've heard about this person. She is a person who has kind of become a character and a regular on Kill Tony and in the Kill Tony universe. But about maybe a couple years ago, she appeared on the show telling the story of how she was involved in January 6th. She became known as the January 6th Grandma. Her name is Karen. And ladies and gentlemen, I met her last Thursday in Boerne, Texas. Yeah. She is an amazing person. She literally is just a grandma. She actually baked cookies for the event. I ate January 6th Grandma's cookies. They were amazing. She made the Reese's peanut butter cup cookies where it's like peanut butter and then they got the chocolate chip on the top, like the Kisses. Dude, they're fantastic. I love them. Meeting Jason's grandma was amazing. That was crazy because I obviously, you know, I've seen her on Kill Tony before, and I was like, oh, dude, that's crazy, you know. I mean a celebrity as famous as that, live in the flesh. So that was cool. The show ended up wrapping up. They went about an hour and a half, something like that. It was a lot of kind of the Drinking Bros audience. There was a lot of their fans who showed up at this brewery we were in Boerne. That's a tongue twister. It was a brewery in Boerne. And so, yeah, that wrapped up. The cool thing is, and some people may know, I know Schwartz Cable in our audience. He's a fan of a lot of these guys. At the beginning of the Drinking Bros career, when they started their podcast, it was very heavily involved with Black Rifle Coffee, BRCC, which is a veteran-owned coffee company, if people are unfamiliar with it. But it's a publicly traded company now. It's gotten pretty big in size. A lot of people probably heard of it at one point in time. But the Drinking Bros and that crew, that podcast crew, they're still very good friends with a lot of the Black Rifle guys. Matt Best, Jared Taylor, a couple of the owners, they showed up to the show and were a part of the show. And after the show, actually, they invited the whole crew to come over to the BRCC compound, the Black Rifle compound, and to sing karaoke at the bar over there. So that's what we did. So myself, Lastro, it was a couple of the other podcast hosts, Dan Holloway, a couple of their girlfriends and plus ones. We all went over there, and yeah, man, we had a great time. For the people who saw my story, yes, Scott Lopez did sing the I have no clue what the lyrics are, and I don't know if he does either, but he did it for karaoke, and it was fucking amazing. So we gotta watch that. The other thing, and this was kind of a very... Look, okay, I'm going to be honest. This whole night, my whole thought in my head was, don't be a fanboy. Don't be a fanboy. Don't be a fanboy. I've listened to these people for the last 7 years of my life. That's weird when you finally meet them in person and shake their hands and are interacting. But the coolest one for me was there was a female at the ranch who she's a character who's been in a lot of Black Rifle Coffee stuff. She goes by Heather Lynn. That's her name. She is the reason I even started listening to Drinking Bros way back in the day. So go back to about 2015. Matt Best, one of the creators of Black Rifle Coffee, creates a video. It was some funny YouTube skit monologue making fun of gun influencers at the time. And in it, Heather Lynn plays a character called Freedom Tits. Essentially, she's just there in a American flag bra, and every time they go to her, she grabs her tits and says Freedom Tits. Now, you gotta imagine, when you're a 17-year-old guy, this may be the best thing that you've ever seen in your life, all right? And I know I'm not wrong out there. I know there's people who've seen this video and can, think that Freedom Tits is the best thing ever. So, as 17 years old, I followed her Instagram channel, started paying attention to what she was doing. Well, through that's actually how I found out about Drinking Bros and how, I started listening to the show. She was on it one random episode, and then I was like, oh, this is actually just a good show, and I stuck around and started listening for the next 7 years. Well, through Drinking Bros is how I met Scott Lopez, our friend of the show, Lastro Lopez. He was a guest on the show a couple times, and through that, I saw that one day he went out to a paintball field and started playing paintball. And so we, DM'd each other and made a friendship. And literally the reason I'm down here is because a long ass time ago I saw a girl say Freedom Tits and hold her tits, and so meeting her was incredibly funny to me, because of course she knows none of that background or context. So I just shake her hand and say, yeah, it's Ryan, nice to meet you. But the other part, and this was my favorite part of the night, I got to meet her dog. She has a long-haired German Shepherd named Aria. That dog is the fucking best dog ever, dude. And so that was also kind of the cherry on top for me. Everyone knows I love dogs. I don't have a dog here now, so being able to see a dog, pet a dog, say hi to a dog, that was great. I love the dog. Yeah. But yeah, so that was Thursday night over there. Eventually, night kind of came to a close. We got back in the car. I drove Lastro back home. Only took us an hour and a half to get home. It took us 3 hours to get there. It took us just an hour and a half to get home once all the traffic was gone at about 2 a.m. in the morning. Nice. But yeah, so we had a blast over there. It was a lot of fun. But during that party, Lastro comes up to me, about halfway through, right after the live show was finished. And he says, hey, Ryan, do you want to go to the UT football game on Saturday? And I just look at him and I say, well, how can I say no to that? Yes, I want to do it. I want to go. I had no information. I had no clue what was going on. I was just like, yes, I'm gonna answer yes to this question. Yes, Brandon. That is who we were talking about, Brandon. Thank you.
Sorry.
He's found it successfully. Our Jamie, ladies and gentlemen. Now that's just on my monitor. Okay, that's awkward. But so he tells me that, and I'm like, well, fuck yeah. All right, Saturday, let's go. I would love to go to an SEC football game. So we end up going. We got tickets. They were sent to us on Friday, and so I had no clue where the tickets were going to be, and I'll get that later on in the conversation a little bit, because I got to tell you guys what we did before the game. Myself and Scott walked around the UT football kind of outside the stadium, all the tailgating that was going on, and we made some more content, as me and Scott tend to do. We've done the paintball USXBL and the NXL interview videos. We did some more stuff like that. I actually can't show off the video we made just yet, because I actually did send it over to the companies he works for with Drinking Bros and that stuff. They are potentially wanting to use it. So I said, yeah, it's your guys' video. They paid for the tickets, so we wouldn't have even been there if that didn't happen. So yeah, you guys may see that in the future on someone else's channel, not my channel, but a potentially a lot larger channel, which would be great to see. But yeah, that would be, dude, I had so much fun doing that, walking around with Scott, making content. As we went into the game, I also took my phone out, and so we did a whole bunch of shots. I think I sent it to you guys, so I know Brandon watched it. I don't know if Hatch checked it out, but we actually did shots inside the stadium, watching the game, some of the fun things that happen when you're just walking around with Lastro. So yeah, that was a great time. It was a blast to do. That, for me, was my first time watching a true D1 FBS college football game. Before that, the biggest football game I'd ever been to was a UC Davis football game, which that's still, that's a couple thousand people. It's not a small venue by any imagination, but it is not 85,000 fucking fans all wearing orange, man. Yeah. I can tell. Okay. The moment, so huge thank you to Ross Patterson, who is the guy who bought the tickets for us, but as well as Hardy F. Seltzer and all the people who kind of, the money that got us there, because these were amazing tickets, man. We were sitting in the lower dome, so we were in the lowest section you could be in. We were at the top row of it, but we were right by the exit. So what's nice about that is we were right on the end of the row. We had all this kind of extra space around us.
Easy access to leave.
Easy access to leave. We were right in line with the end zone and seeing the goal line and everything. Look, dude, that's Ross sick. Cooked with these tickets, man. These were amazing tickets. I'll never have these again in my life, and I guarantee you they were not less than $300+ a piece. So they were absolutely fantastic. We had a great view of the whole entire game. We watched UT absolutely fuck up Clemson, so that was great to watch as well. Everyone was celebrating that atmosphere. I keep trying to bring up the story, but when we were walking into that section, I had this shot of just in my head of walking up the stairs, and the sun was against the other side of the stadium, and you just see this wall of just orange people. Man, that's some fucking that's some religious shit, bro. I get why SEC's different now, because you can't feel that energy until you get there in person. You have Matthew McConaughey leading everyone saying Texas fight in the stadium. That's crazy, bro. There was so many great moments from that game. Probably a lot of moments that I'm missing, but yeah, I mean the biggest thing, obviously, they won the game, so they're moving on next round of the playoffs. Dude, I just once again thank you to Ross and all the guys over there at Tetherball who kind of made that happen, because that was an absolute blast. Being able to go with Lastro as my freaking as my tour guide through it was amazing. I love when I get to hang out with that dude. One of my favorite people down here for sure. So it was an absolute blast. We had a great week together going to these couple events, and the hope is that maybe we can get some foots indoors here and we can start doing more stuff with Tetherball and that group of guys in the future. Selfishly, that's one of the reasons why I came down here, was to kind of see where that door may lead. But yeah, so it was a good weekend. It was a lot of fun.
That's sick.
Have you guys ever, I know Brandon, you're kind of into sports and football and stuff. Hatch, have you ever seen the difference between SEC football and regular, it's even bigger than pro football, man? Okay,
because I've been to NFL games before, and I don't really know what the Fresno State ranking is or whatever. But obviously that's not very good
great usually.
But I've definitely been to that.
The thing that's different with college, it's just the energy around it, and I don't know why that energy is there. I couldn't give you that answer, but it is. Multiple stadiums in college football can hold 100,000 plus people. Yeah. Most NFL stadiums cannot hold that many human beings. That is when you hear that many people all yelling to try and confuse a quarterback, like, holy shit, people talk about, you always hear, you know, commentators like, oh, well, it gets loud in here. It's going to be hard to play in this one. You know, how are the boys going to do on the road? You fucking get it when you're standing in there and you can't hear yourself think because everyone is fucking yelling at the top of their lungs trying to disrupt the quarterback. It is, oh man, it is a religious experience. And I think I've experienced religion.
If that was in paintball, dude, the crowd would be so loud you wouldn't even be able to hear the paintball guns.
You could maybe it would be droning over it, but paintball guns are a different frequency, so that's why that goes to like sound dynamics and how sound works. But because they're on a sharper frequency, it would stand out more if there's 10 of those going. You'd hear them a little bit. But yeah, man,
you're not hearing your buddies talk to you.
No way. And that's why when you look at a college quarterback trying to get the fucking ball snapped, no one can fucking hear him. Like, it is insane.
I've never been to a college game. I've only ever been to one NFL game, and it was cool. It was so nice to be around. Yeah, be around a lot of people rooting for the same team, and whole stadium stuff, but not as rowdy and energetic as some college games that I even see. And I'm envisioning in my mind that Penn State game when they played Mo Bamba, right? And
I got to, for the first time I've in my life experienced Mo Bamba being sang at a D1 school.
Really?
That shit's different. Yeah, they played Mo Bamba at the UT game. And yeah, bro, the whole thing, I got everyone's going, bro. I was like, I missed this. I wasn't in college during this time.
Fuck. Yeah, see, because I feel like you could feel it a bit through the screen, but being there to actually feel it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It's because when that sound hits you, it's like a wall of sound, man. Like when they would score when the game was kind of close at the beginning, bro, like, and then they have the cannon that goes off and it's like all the lights are going off and crazy. Oh, they had a drone show a couple times during it. It was
that was cool.
Dude, show? That sounds sick.
I can't say enough good things about my experience at that game. Do it at some point in time in your life, ladies and gentlemen. Go to some type of like big Division I college football game. It is so much fun. Such a blast.
Yeah, definitely jealous.
Also, so many beautiful women. Jesus fucking Christ. Burnt orange is an attractive color, apparently. Didn't know that until Saturday, but now I do.
Nice, okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how sloshy do you guys get?
Well, again, my deal with Scott always is I let him be his character and drink and do however much he wants, so I have to make sure I'm sober. So I had some drinks. I had, I think 2 hard AFs, and then once we got in, I had like a couple mixed drinks during the game. But yeah, 4 drinks over the course of like, it was over the course of like 7 or 8 hours. It was kind of an all day affair that we were down there and then coming back. So I definitely during the game I was having fun, but yeah, it got to the 4th quarter and I was like, all right, start drinking water. Like I gotta be responsible.
Rehydrate, pop a liquid IV.
I will also say the cherry on top, and the reason why I think Saturday is my favorite day in all of Texas so far. We ended the night with In-N-Out.
What?
Can we
in
get
Texas?
a round of applause? No, wrong one. There we go. Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause.
I like the horn one. The horn one.
The horn was great too. But the round of applause because that was just the cherry on top. Now I will say, okay, round of applause, please. Thank you.
That was a long one, dude.
Applause.
Standing ovation.
No, because so Austin has started to get In-N-Out locations. It's honestly because all the fucking California people have moved here. They're like, yo, In-N-Out, come out here.
Austin.
Hell yeah. So it's great. It is a little different. It doesn't taste like California In-N-Out completely, but that's just supply chain and ingredients.
Were you able
and all
to tell
that
that
shit.
instantly?
Yeah, but also I wasn't mad. I was still
like, it's In-N-Out.
It's close enough.
It was still home.
I still had a 3x3 animal style with extra grilled onions, and that that still slapped.
It's still better
Absolutely.
than
that is my In-N-Out order, by the way. So if anyone wants to order me In-N-Out, you can.
Oh, Whataburger?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I couldn't. It was such a piece of shit. I couldn't even remember.
The problem is I can't say fuck Whataburger now because I will literally get jumped. Like people will come in this door and fucking like get out of the car.
No. Ryan, I got you. Fuck Whataburger.
yeah. I will say this, and Scott's last show has broken this down many times, and it makes a lot of sense. Whataburger it's 2 a.m. I'm trying to get sober. I need to go to a drive-thru. What a burger. That's and when he explained it like that, I was like, that makes a lot of sense, because it's perfect food for that. It's just greasy slop food that when you need calories so you don't fucking die from the alcohol poisoning. Yeah, no, it's good for that.
I mean, that sounds like something that you would describe like the bare minimum, like you're about to fucking, like what you just said. You're
it's
about
not
to die.
my first choice, but there's many Texans out here who would say it is, and they're wrong.
It's a very interesting way to describe your sought after food of Texas. You know, it's a very interesting way to put it.
I like how you're saying you. Hatch, this isn't me, okay? This is Anthony Hernandez who believes it's better than In-N-Out.
No, wait.
And I
You're a
fucking
Texan now,
told him
Ryan.
he's wrong.
You're a Texan now, Ryan.
Hell yeah.
No, this is the one thing where I'm like, yeah, no, In-N-Out's
You're
better. Fuck
solid,
all
John.
y'all. Y'all are wrong on this.
This is where we're separating.
Hey, but that fucking constitutional carry, fuck yeah, I'm a Texan. Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Amen to that. Hey, true God given
My
right,
Glock
brother.
30 on me.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, yeah, guys. So that was, as I've said, that was my week. It was an absolute blast. I had a lot of fun.
What was the score of the game?
It was a blowout. I think they ended up beating them by 2 scores.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. There was a minute left in the game. They scored. UT scored again over Clemson, and Scott looks at me. He's like, "Game's over, brother. Let's go." And I was like, "All right," and we just started leaving. So I don't even know what the final score was, but I know
gotcha.
UT won, and really that's all that matters. I didn't bet on the game, so I don't give a fuck about the spread.
Okay, gotcha. Hell yeah.
I think they did cover the spread though, so shout out all the spread bettors.
Hell yeah. Well, hey, I'm glad you had a good time, dude. Seriously, that's sick.
Yeah, no, it was an absolute blast, guys. Let's see here. Hatch, I know you wanted to talk about your Christmas light adventure. We're all kind of talking about our big adventure of the week last week.
Yeah, this one's definitely more of a shift in tone. This was not going to be anywhere near as exciting with that, right? So, for me, being the...
I love it. Brandon, I went snowboarding. It was a blast. Ryan, I went to a football game. It was a blast. Hatch, what did you do?
So, I took my grandparents to go to this part of the town where every house is Christmas lights, right? Right? Exactly, right?
Boring story.
It is a boring story. It is a boring story. But
I feel
to
like Harley
me,
right now.
right? To me, it was amazing,
your grandma
right?
have dementia. Oh.
She does, exactly. She does have dementia. It was great, right? So for me, it was like I get to experience this with my grandma with dementia. How awesome is that?
No, it is very sweet. Sorry, Hatch. That was just.
Nah, you're good, dude.
Oh fuck. It was
Please continue, Hatch.
That was a callback. That was a callback for Ryan and I. It was an inside joke with
yeah.
Ryan and I.
Yeah, you guys are good.
It's a PK reference.
So basically, my grandparents, dude, they're getting old. They're getting very, very old. Probably, realistically, bro, they survived the winter. I'll be blessed. You know what I'm saying? That kind of old, right? And so I took them to go to the part of town where every house is decorated with Christmas lights. And, dude, for them, it was like magical in a way, right? Because I was playing the Christmas music, right? Doing my thing. I tried to make it extra special for them, right? When I went to their house. What's up?
Well, I was just going to say, you have a lot more in common with an 80-year-old when you're 8 than when you're like 45. You know what I mean?
100%.
I feel like the magic of life comes back to you at that age.
Absolutely. And let me tell you, dude, because I'm at a constant chase in my life for the feeling of what it was like when I was young, right? That old Christmas filter of when you looked at the Christmas tree when you were 10 years old. You know, I'm always on the chase for that.
That's
right?
all of us, Hatch. We're all yearning for the nostalgia of when we were children. That's why I collect Pokemon cards, bro.
I mostly look at it for like
desperate to be 7 again.
I mostly look at it for like the jolliness of Christmas. You know, when was like the last time you felt like the jolliness of Christmas?
The last time I felt joy was around 8 years old. That's why I'm collecting Pokemon cards, okay? I have to talk to my therapist about this, okay?
That's why I hang out with 8-year-olds.
We're working it out. What? Hold up. Pause, Brandon. What?
No, the lights. So, how big were they?
Yeah. Dude, it was absolutely sick, right? Absolutely sick. And so I'm like driving them around. Like this is like an attraction that people come and see like from all over town, right? Or from all over the Central Valley. And they were like my grandma was like freaking out. She's like, "Oh my god, look at this place!" And dude, I don't know what it was for me because I have my what would that be? Review mirrors, the side mirrors, right? I can see their reflection, right, in it. And dude, the look on their face was something I couldn't. Dude, it was literally like I was showing like a kid Christmas lights for the very first time. It was awesome, and I yearn for that look. I yearn for that look because it felt good for me, for sure.
Yeah, you're gonna be a great father someday.
I try one day, but okay. The thing is, right?
That's all I'm hearing from the story.
I was trying to make it extra special for them. I was like, because my grandpa, dude, he's old as hell. Motherfucker just fell like last week, bro. He's got a black eye, fell on his face, right? So
did he break his hip?
No, he broke his. Almost broke his fucking face, though. Thank God.
Thank God,
dude.
Brandon
one thing I learned about old people.
Sentence if you're over 70.
Yep, I was just about to say that. One thing I learned is that, dude, when you're old and you break a hip, bro, there is no going back.
Yeah, no, when you're old and you break a hip, start the clock. You got about 6 months.
Without a doubt.
It's fucked, but it's just kind of true.
It's absolutely, dude. The percentage stats don't lie.
Hey, do you guys know who just broke their hip recently and is a senator and is one of the most crooked and corrupt individuals in the world? Nancy Pelosi.
I did hear about that.
Yeah.
I did hear about that. I sure hope her health care claim doesn't get denied. Oh, fuck.
Are we doing Deadpool?
Oh, no.
Shit, that would be fucking crazy. Oh, shit, dude.
Should we start a death poll? I call Nancy Pelosi.
No,
oh, damn, that was quick.
No,
hey, I call Jimmy Carter.
Yeah.
Honestly, Jimmy's outliving Nancy, bro. And do not put any shame on Jimmy. Jimmy will be here until next year, okay?
I sure hope so, but that was like the next oldest guy I could think of, because goddamn those...
Jimmy's got 99 red balloons, okay? He's fucking coming for... is he 100? Yeah, he's officially 100.
Yeah, he is 100.
Yeah, Jimmy's 100, so he's coming for 101.
I think it was a Memorial Day or something. The Memorial Day pictures, bro, he looked like a fucking corpse from 28 years later, bro.
He's still gonna have a pulse when he's 101. That's right, you can't kill Jimmy Carter.
But, yeah, anyway, rounding back to the Christmas story real quick. Yeah.
I swear to God, if in 2 weeks I see Jimmy Carter's dead, I'm just going to call you Hatch, and I'm going to say a lot of foul words.
Dude. It's fucking over.
If you cursed him,
Oh, so are we serious about this death pool, though?
We can talk about this some other time. Christmas
all right, sorry. This must be the post-show kind of thing, right? My bad. Anyway.
No, we could do that on the show. Never, okay, just... He has no reference to what we're talking about, Brandon.
Whoa. I assume we're just trying to... Soon when the next person's gonna die.
No, okay, okay, all right, buddy, you're
show.
Okay,
show.
We were making a joke, and then you were gonna tell your story, and then we could get back to the joke. But
sorry, my bad,
now all the momentum of the show is gone. So,
okay.
Do we want to finish the story? Was there anything more to it?
Yes.
Okay. So basically, the finishing of it, the music just felt in a different way to where I felt like I was a kid again. I got to see the Christmas. It felt like I was seeing the Christmas lights for the first time. These people in this neighborhood go absolutely insane. Like their electricity bill must be fucked. They have literal boats, like holographic boats with lights on top of their house. It's insane.
Are there any houses where you could tune into the radio station and like the light?
Yeah,
those ones. I like those ones.
Yep, and the radio station is like all like dubbed with the music, like elevating through the neighborhood, so it's pretty sick.
That's exactly what I mean. It's just lighting directors who are bored and out of work.
Yeah, the Christmas COVID, dude. That was definitely a way where they're like, fuck it, I'm gonna really up my game when COVID.
Oh
hit.
Yeah, dude. It seems to be when you have, I don't know, all day to do nothing and stay in your house, you can come up with a lot of hobbies.
Absolutely.
That's what a lot of Americans and people in the world did during that time.
And that's one thing that we were lucky with COVID. Paintball, it didn't really die. We were lucky that we still got our release.
I think, dude, this is gonna be sad to say. I think that we would have lost more people from the paintball community if it was taken during COVID. I think that's what kept a lot of people. What
do you mean? Can you elaborate on that? What do you mean by that?
Fucking not killing themselves, dude. I think a lot of people in the sport need it, and the camaraderie they get from it, the release they get from it. And so I think if it really there was no paintball being played for a year and a half, I think we sadly would have lost quite a bit of people from our sport. So that's why I'm very happy that we had the open air stuff and we were able to kind of get away with all those things. And it's funny because, again, down here in Texas, in Florida, they're laughing at us. They didn't even spend like a month, doing all that shit. It was just because we were in California that we had to experience all that, all the... hate to say it, but all the very liberal states, we, stayed on lockdown a lot longer than some of the other ones.
There are even a lot of people where they were... forced, right? Like I assume there are places that are.
Well, that's like Australia, New Zealand. It
snows in the winter, right? It'll snow in the winter to where you have to play indoor ball, and obviously when you're indoors.
Okay, now we're not talking about the virus anymore. What?
No, I am talking about the virus, right?
Okay.
Because that back then when you were indoors, like outdoor seating at a restaurant was okay, but indoor seating, hell no.
Again,
right? So
in California, because that's the thing. And as I've spent more time in other states and talking to people, your context on how COVID went was very determinant on what state you lived in. In California, it was a nightmare. In New York, it was a nightmare. In, name all these places, it was a nightmare. Apparently down here in Texas, they didn't fucking spend any time closed, because that's what I'm learning talking to all these people. I don't know, man. And maybe that's a conversation, a kind of sign of something else. I don't know. I don't want to get political on this show, but but yeah, how the fuck did we get talking about COVID, bro? We were talking about Christmas or some shit. I was talking about hobbies. God, you kill me at times, Hatch. Where do we go with this show?
I don't know, dude. I don't know, bro. It just we play our little adventures and our mind just goes everywhere.
You do know, because
no,
for 12
bro,
minutes
I don't.
I was asking you to talk about the Christmas lights, and then you bring us into COVID.
I know. I was ready. I was
off-topic.
moving on. I thought you were moving on. Because you were talking about. Because you were also talking about how we would have lost a bunch of people in COVID, so you stacked on top of it. So not just my fault.
I think that happens more often than not. I'm saying something is like a final point on a sentence, and then you have to bring in another final point, and then we get in this reoccurring loop. And now we're talking about COVID. We were talking about Christmas lights. What the fuck happened here, man?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Paintball is a crazy sport, dude. That shit'll scramble your brain, dude.
We're not talking about paintball at all. Let's talk about Christmas lights.
Hell yeah, dude. So it's not Christmas lights are great, dude. I love me the holly jolly season, boys. I love me the holly jolly season.
Did you do Christmas lights at your house?
Heck no, dude. The fuck?
Did me?
You think I'm gonna die on the fucking roof? Hell no.
No, whatever. Put your mom up
no,
there.
Dude. My
That's
7th
fine.
grade science teacher was putting up Christmas lights, and he fell and got fucking paralyzed. And then he taught me in a wheelchair, dude. Hell no.
Yeah, but he likes guys, and you love him.
I don't think he likes guys.
Not anymore.
All right,
but
so I just want to confirm that Hatch had about 2 minutes to talk of on Christmas lights, and we're done with that topic, right?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm ready.
All right, cool. I'm glad we got there. Brandon, let me see. I can't. Oh yes, you apparently wanted to do a rant about presents or some shit tonight. This is gonna be a Brandon eccentric show, and I'm totally happy with that.
All right, so it's not a rant necessarily. It might be.
Again, you have to go for 2.5 minutes. That was the stipulations of allowing you to talk
Oh,
about
don't worry.
this.
Oh shit, I got you.
I got a timer. It's already gone.
So it's not. It may turn into a rant, but it's my philosophy. Okay, this is.
That's the word you used earlier.
It's a present thing. And so I liked presents, of course, as a kid, growing up.
Okay.
Free shit, toys, whatnot. As I got older, it wasn't. I was always, it was cool, but there was never like, I want this, I want that. I don't even know if I felt guilty, but I didn't desire stuff necessarily. I'd rather get it myself. And this came apparent when I got my job, my first job, earning money.
Okay.
And Christmas comes around, and it's like, I gotta buy presents for 6, 7, 8, 9 of you motherfuckers. I love you guys, but god damn, I don't know what you want. Like, I don't want to put more.
Sounds like you love getting and hate giving.
No. So that's the
kidding.
thing. I don't want presents. First Christmas after getting a job, didn't ask for anything. Parents asked, sisters asked. Please don't give me anything. I won't get you anything.
That's valid.
Don't get me anything.
I'm the same way.
All I want for Christmas is to be with the family and have a good meal and just have a good time. That's all I want. Don't care about presents. Not about that for me. So
You're lying.
I don't want the presents. And I've carried that ever since my first job, because that's when it became apparent. And telling people this, when they ask me, oh, what do you get your parents? What'd you get your girlfriend, your wife, ex-girlfriend? Sorry, what'd you get your ex-girlfriend for Christmas? Oh, nothing. I don't. No, I let her know I don't do presents. Sorry. Okay. I don't expect anything from me. I got her 2 things, but it's not like big things like expectation of like you're getting a big expensive present, right? And it's coming out the same bank account.
So in other news, Brandon's gonna get divorced in about 2 years.
No,
so we'll see how that works out.
No, that's a different
Absolutely
rule,
not.
bro. Way different rule. If that's the kind of that's the one person where he has to get a gift no matter what.
No, well,
he gets her gift. I'm just saying it may not be up to her caliber, and that's.
Whatever. I set the precedent. Well, I mean,
Okay,
I don't expect
I
anything.
guess.
Like what I want for Christmas is for us to hang
It's
out.
your 2 front teeth.
In my 2 front teeth. I heard you singing that song. That was a good song. And it's all I want to do. Hang out with family. And everyone, or mostly 80% of the people I say this to, they really don't like it. They're, no, you have to get a present, dude. You have to get presents. I'm like, no, it's not fucking about the presents. It's not about the presents. It's about spending the time with the people that you love and having a good time. Like that's it. That's all it is for me.
That's one of the most homosexual things I've ever heard you say on this podcast.
Good. If you put a penis in front of me, I will. If it.
Yeah. You're gonna suck off on me too. Is that what you're gonna say?
I treat that shit like a rocket pop.
Away from you at times, Brandon.
Sorry,
You just start
40-inch
saying
slip.
things?
My bad. My bad.
He's getting down to the blue on the rocket pop for sure.
Yeah. Nah, but when I explain my position to a lot of people, they understand it. They don't necessarily agree, but they understand where I'm coming from. But it just unwarranted stress and shit about buying presents that I never cared for opening presents that I didn't.
You sound like a communist right now. You sound like a communist.
Good.
You don't want little boys and girls of the world to receive free gifts at Christmas?
Oh,
You
wait,
sound like the Antichrist.
you put
It
those.
sounds like as soon as you got a job, you started getting coal. That's
sound
what that
someone
started
who was
sounding like.
stingy
Whatever.
once they were
I got
paying
coal
for their
once, so
own
I'm
rent.
buying
Call
it
me
for myself.
Scrooge Brando. All right, I don't give a fuck.
No, you're not Scrooge. You're the Grinch, bro. We just need someone to find to make that heart grow 3 sizes.
Damn. I mean, whatever. If the shoe fits.
Christmas is about giving and getting shit. Let's be real. All right, if it weren't for the goddamn Coca-Cola Corporation, we wouldn't have Santa Claus. And I don't know if anything more goddamn American than Santa Claus. So fuck off, Brandon.
Hey, I love the movies.
What the fuck does that mean? You just like the movies?
Love the movies.
Okay.
Love the movies. Love the man. They're my people up there. Again, I make the gifts. I don't
That's true.
get the gifts.
No, but you need to go buy some shit and add to the economy.
By
you need to
movies,
be a
do you mean, like,
consumerist.
the
You need to
Santa Claus
consume.
I'm adding the the more presents I don't buy, the more paintball I get to play.
Okay.
Sheesh. Amen to that, brother.
Valid point. Valid point. You
Amen to
stop me on my
that.
tracks. But I was going to say, you're not even contributing to the birth rate of our society, Brandon, so I don't want to hear shit, okay? We are all going to die in this shrinking population because people like you and Hatch will never have children. And you know what? I just won't sit here and stand for it, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I won't stand for it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, you know what?
Where's your kid at?
Yeah, exactly. You
Where's your kid at?
Yeah,
Female
yeah,
for that
yeah.
first.
Look at no.
plenty of kids
Look
for
at
adoption,
you being
bro.
on this. Yeah, exactly.
Kid for
You and your
adoption.
high
Kids are for
pedestal.
adoption.
Guys, because that's not creepy at all. A single dad with no one in a relationship adopting a child. Yeah, that's a totally normal thing to do. 100%, guys. Yeah, I
Hell
love
yeah.
the brainstorming there. Yeah, let's do that.
Like,
No, you two. Okay, you're in. You
foster.
have an ex-girlfriend. You are in a good relationship. That's a good person. All I'm saying. Add to the birth rate, all right? It's a declining birth rate. Our population's going down. Look at Japan, all right? Look what happens when you have no one having kids. It's miserable for the economy. It's miserable for everything else. I'm just saying, for America, have children, all right?
Look, I'm not disagreeing
That's my
with you.
preaching tonight.
I'm just saying, all that's gonna happen after I die. So
You know, valid. You know what, Ryan? I'll
You're an
start
asshole.
once you start. How about that one? Why don't we start at the same time?
That's fine. Let me find a girlfriend first.
Let me know. Let me know when.
Let me find one of these not fucking crazy bitches, bro.
I'll think about it. How about that? That's all right.
Yeah.
Hatch, how old are you? Because you're like 2 years older than me, right?
27. Yeah.
27. Oh, okay, sure, like a year older. All right. By the time you're 30, that'll be the limit. All right. You got to get started by the time you're 30.
Crazy, bro. That's
Because
crazy talk.
Here's the problem.
Bro.
Here's the problem, bro. If you're like 35 having a kid, now you're gonna be like 80 by the time they're graduating, dog. You don't even want to do that shit.
Let
bro.
me just say,
Come
first
on,
of all,
man. You're gonna be dust.
I'm gonna take care of
Baird
myself.
moments where you're going to play paintball with your son, and then you kick him in the dirt and say that they ruined everything for you.
Yeah.
You need
Dude, don't be one of them.
First of all, I'm good. I keep my body healthy enough.
Generation.
I keep my body healthy enough. Brando, look at his fucking shoulder. Guy can't even fucking throw a ball with this kid. Oh, he has got a fucking hurt shoulder.
Okay,
I'm taking care of my body.
Anyways, that's why he plays paintball.
Damn, that's crazy though.
Yeah, not no mo, because it popped.
Hatch, I would not be throwing stones in a glass house right now, my guy. How good of you at playing other sports that aren't paintball?
You know, I was a water polo guy, so
how wet is your shot, man? You
last time I
threes. I don't know. I fucking
shit. The last time I played water polo literally was 2 years outside of high school.
Hatch, I'm still talking about normal sports. When was the last time you hit a baseball, my guy?
Sheesh.
Because for me, it's been a decade. So you know what? Like, I'm right there with you. I'm just saying, man, you know? You can't be throwing stones about Brandon's athletic performance when he did play other sports.
I'm only saying because he's got a bum shoulder. I don't want him to hurt himself.
I'm ambidextrous.
Yeah, I feel like I would
love to see you throw a ball like that.
Absolutely.
You're being focused about near-term, results. I'm looking at the long-term history of Brandon's athletic performance and excellence, and I think it vastly outweighs, what you've done in the pool. I mean, that's the only other sport you've played, correct? It's paintball and water polo.
I played baseball when I was younger, but that wasn't that good.
Okay.
I didn't really fall in love
juniors?
With it. No, I played baseball. I played baseball in middle school.
Nice.
And I was like, I wasn't really feeling. I didn't really have the love for it, you know.
Right. You ever play basketball? Never got in the hoops.
That was in like sixth grade, but I mean, nah.
They never stuck. What? Like, I guess I don't know, because this is always curious to me, because I notice this a lot with paintball players. A lot of the times, it's guys who, like, some of them have played organized sports in other forms, but a lot of the times they haven't. And I think that is kind of interesting.
For
it's a very athletic
it's almost
game.
Two ends
but
of
we
the
see
spectrum.
a lot of people come in from what was that, Brandon?
Like
the spectrum?
No, like two ends of the spectrum, right? Like people that exactly what you said. Yeah, grew up.
Okay, people grew up playing like organized sports.
You're on the
versus,
spectrum,
like,
bro. What the hell?
Yeah, I was like, why are we talking about the spectrum here, dog? But yeah, you guys get what I mean with that? Because I've seen that quite a lot.
Absolutely. Because one thing I want to say, which is you're right about that, Ryan. I want to stack on top of it.
I started this shitting on you, Hash, but also like this is a real topic because this is something I don't see a lot.
No, without a doubt. Luckily,
show off your time. Your
I was lucky enough to where I actually played a team sport. You know, there are a lot of people that do come into paintball that they've never played a team sport, and without a doubt, it shows. They've never had that kind of coach that's like pushing you past your limits. You know, that like really is like getting the best out of you.
I mean, it's not even
people
that.
Have different reactions to that.
They just don't know how to work as a team.
Yes.
Very valid. But I would just say, even when it comes to critique,
you sit at home and hold a lane for 12 pods. It's not fun. It's not glamorous. But if you win the point, you win the point. That's what the team needs.
Absolutely. But I feel like sometimes it's almost a way when it comes to like attitude, when it comes to criticism and critique, people will sometimes take it way worse. They're like, what the fuck? Why is he saying that about my play? But like when my coach, Mr. Barry, was like, dude, you were sloppy on that shot, I was like, yes, sir. That should never happen again. And I would always want to try to improve upon it. Right? Because I don't know. That's just one thing. Yeah. Mr. Barry, cool water polo coach.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were talking... Okay, because you said shot, and so I couldn't tell like what sport you were talking about there. I didn't have the context. But yeah, no, that makes sense.
Yeah, so that's definitely one thing I learned.
I think I told you guys about my psycho water polo coach my freshman year who made us do morning practices in all of our clothes. Yeah. Dude was literally a psychopath. But we were great swimming. We could swim with all of our clothes on. And shoes.
I hated morning practice. I hated morning practice.
It's always cold as fuck. Yeah, because we had shirts on. And so it's just getting water and just fucking doing this for 4 hours. It's miserable.
It's rough, bro.
I hate them.
Fuck. I just remember, shout out to Spenny, our goalie. One day he came in, cotton balls, duct tape. I was like, dude, I kind of want to do the same thing, man, because it's starting to hurt.
That reminds me of like from The Office when Andy was like,
I'm pretty sure that's where he got the idea, but yeah, he did that.
Dude, no joke. I watched that episode, and one of my friends who's a runner, he goes, dude, no shit, bro. My nipples for sure bleed if I don't Band-Aid them. And I'm like, what? Seriously?
And once they get chafed, they get more chafed, and it's a vicious cycle, man.
Yeah, dude. I have a friend who's a marathon runner. And he's like, dude, I have to change my socks mid-marathon.
Yeah.
Or else you getting blisters.
Yeah, or else he like gets these like fungus fucked up feet, and I'm like, oh my god, you are a trooper, that dude. Hey,
Dude,
I salute you, bro.
athlete's foot to the true to the true definition.
Yeah, so hey, shout out to marathon runners. That stuff better you than me.
Yeah, shout out marathon runners, man. Hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Everyone out there in the audience, all fucking 0 of you who listen to this show, shout out.
Hey, you never know.
I did want to bring up, because we're talking a lot about ex-girlfriends here in the past little, couple minutes of the show. I did want to bring up, did you guys see that there is a certain paintball player who has recently joined the ex-girlfriend club?
You saw it today. Yes.
Yes. Just about an hour before this podcast, I opened up Instagram, scrolled down my feed, and I saw a little video from a friend of the show, former guest, Ron Don Dizon. He has officially he proposed to his girlfriend, and she said yes.
Oh,
and they are now fiancés, which, as we know here in From the Sidelines world, means Ronnie Dizon, you now have yourself an ex-girlfriend. Congratulations, man. Congratulations to Stella as well. I know they're probably both pretty excited. They're gonna get married. So yeah, I wanted to give our boy Ron Don a shout out.
Welcome to the club.
Great to see.
Good shit, Ronnie. Better you than me, buddy.
Yeah,
that's literally what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
just making my point true.
Good shit.
Well,
congratulations, bro.
I mean, don't expect too much, but it's gonna be the same shit, lighter wallet.
Same shit, same wallet, dude.
Same shit.
Lighter.
What? Okay, I gotta hear you. You broke up for me, but it's all good. So yeah, that was. I wanted to give him a shout out tonight. So congratulations to Ronnie. Well, yes, boys.
That's awesome. I didn't see that. That's cool.
We had Brandon's present rant. We've gotten through quite a lot of our topics for tonight already. I know Hatch had another one that I didn't get written down pre-show, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There's something I think you wanted to bring up.
Okay, so just real quick. Obviously, with the off-season moves, and when it comes to this picture, right, I'm thinking all-time players, right? So picture this, boys. David Blaine, right? Great magician. Comes to us.
Okay, where the fuck are we going with this?
Here we go. Right? Here we go. He's like, David Blaine. He's like, all right, I'm coming at you guys. Unlimited money. I want you guys to make Midwest Magic, a paintball team, of the top 8 most magical players of all time. For their time. Who would be on that list? Because I could definitely, without a doubt.
What the fuck did you just ask me?
The most magical players in paintball of all time.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go look at Freedom Tits.
No. You wanna know what name I thought of? I was like, who are the most like magical players? Where it's like
magical players? What?
Yeah.
I don't fucking anyone who's been on Dynasty ever because of Dynasty Magic. Boom, there's my answer. What kind of question are we asking here? Magical play? Okay, all right. What? Okay, Brandon, how do you take this? Because I don't know where to take this question.
Come on, man.
Okay, so first off, for me to fully understand the question, I think I need some mushrooms, but I don't have any access at the moment. But it's okay. Oh shit. Scared me. But don't have any access to it right now. Let me think. Like someone that can very creative people.
Yes.
I talked to drunk people at the UT game who made more sense than this question, dog. I'm going to be fully honest.
Dude, all I'm saying is I write this shit down in my notes when I think of it at the moment, and I'm like, damn, dude, this shit's gonna hit hard when I bring it up. When I bring it up, this shit's going hard.
It does hit hard. I don't know if it's for the reasons that you thought it would, but it is hitting hard. That is true.
No, all right. So you want to know, when I thought of that, I was like, all right, so I remember for me, dude, 2012 Fedorov, dude, that shit was magical, bro. Seeing that shit was awesome to see when I was a young kid. I guess I'm trying to relate it like when it comes to because obviously whenever I watch basketball, right, when I was younger and I would watch like Kobe and obviously watching like LeBron and stuff like that and watching like Kevin Durant come up and everything, I would say those are like magical players for their game. Does that make sense? Like Steph Curry, he's got that Steph Curry magic.
I guess.
Playmakers?
I don't know. Magical is
yeah,
such
sure,
a
playmakers.
It's such a like You know, in SpongeBob, where he'd be like, imagination.
Yup.
It's that. I don't know what the fuck you mean by magical. Like, are you talking a great playmaker? Are
Take
you
it as
talking
whatever
a guy,
you interpret it
Are you
as.
talking about a guy who's, like, in the clutch, he'll make magic happen? Are you talking about a guy who can, like, you know, like I said, playmaker, I guess.
Dude,
like,
all
he can
the
see the
above.
vision of the field, make shit happen? Because I don't know. If you want to talk about back in time, yeah, Marcus Nielsen, throw him up on that list. Dude would
Boom,
make fucking
that's a perfect one.
six-man run-throughs out of fucking nowhere. I don't know. I do think Alex Frazier gets up there. He's one of the more creative players we've seen in paintball in a long time.
I'll agree with that one.
Fuck, dude. I don't know.
Okay, you want to know one that I thought is underrated, but he's been out of paintball for a while. I think he retired back in like 2016, I think. But Glenn
whiplash from
Takimoto.
this question.
Glenn Takimoto, that guy was a magical player. I remember watching him
Dynasty player,
when I
Dynasty
first,
Magic.
Yeah, when I first got into paintball, he was playing, and I was the guy that I would watch for sure. So he was one of those guys where most magical players for me. So who'd you say? You say Marcus Nielsen?
Marcus Nielsen, Alex Frazier,
Glenn
I
Takimoto,
don't fucking
2012
know, dude.
Fedorov.
God, I feel like I've been put into a corner right now. I
It's
don't
okay,
like
dude.
it.
It's okay. Brando, give me a magical player. Just give me one.
Such
Just
a
give me
hard
one.
question.
I feel that, of course, the low hanging fruit's Oliver Ling, right?
Okay, that's a good one.
Right.
I guess.
But that's what everyone says about him. He's magical. It's the
Is
low
he?
hanging fruit. It's
No,
low hanging fruit.
no,
Very
let me
good
tell
at
you,
a
'cause
time.
when it comes to the average-
Okay, you know what? All right, here's my hot take. Here's my
Hell
hot
yeah.
take.
All right, there we go. This is what's
Oliver
come from
Lang
it.
isn't the GOAT that we all think he is in our fucking rear view rose tinted glasses. And let me break it down for you, ladies and gentlemen. Do not get me wrong. Oliver Lang is in the Hall of Fame, as he very well should be in our sport. He is
Mount
one of the best
Rushmore.
players to ever put on a mask and goggles. But here's the reason why he's not the greatest player ever. Oliver Lang did it for about 12 years, and then he hung up that jacket and he went on and did a whole bunch of other shit. 4 members from that team, Yosh, Alex, Ryan, was already on the team at the time. He may not have been on the team at the time when he retired, so I may be off there. But at least 3 members from the team went on to win multiple world championships with other teams after him. If anything, I would say Ryan Greenspan is the GOAT, and I would stand by that firmly if you're
No, I
talking
agree.
about time, consistency, medal placements over the longest period of times. Look, don't get me wrong. Oliver Lang, great player, deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, deserves to be recognized as one of the best players. At one point in time, he was the highest paid paintball player of all time.
So are you putting
I will
Ryan
not
Greenspan
stay
or
here.
Oliver Lang on Midwest Magic?
I'm putting neither of them because they aren't magical players. Because magic to me doesn't come from someone who's consistently good. Magic to me happens when you're a, Midwest team who goes to fucking Vegas for the last MPPL tournament ever, and you happen to win your first MPPL tournament ever. Shout out to, Aftershock.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, magic doesn't necessarily mean consistency or it means greatness to me. It means moments of greatness that come out of nowhere. That's what I think of when I think of magic. That's why this is such a hard question, Hatch, because magic means so many different things to so many different
Right,
people.
that's what I'm saying. For
It's
you,
very open-ended.
For you and in your interpretation.
But you're
of it.
also asking me to pull 8 names out of the hat of history.
No. I'm just
That
saying
is hard
all
in
of us
of
put
itself.
it.
I don't know, bro. I've given you
I'm just
some
trying
names.
to rattle
That's
off
what
names.
I have.
That's all I needed, Ryan, and I appreciate that, bro. That was perfect.
No,
you're giving me more than Brando is. Brando hasn't even given me one. Actually, you know what? Give me Oliver Lang.
I don't know. Let's see.
So through paintball lore, I'll give you one through paintball lore. I never really got to experience it myself, but through paintball lore, I remember. Fuck me. What's his last name? Rennick from Aftershock back in the day. Rennick Miller. Rennick Miller. Yes, I remember through paintball lore and what I heard through a lot of the videos that I watched and stuff like that. People were always telling me that Rennick Miller was like a beast on Aftershock back in the day.
he was the original owner, right?
Yeah. He was the owner. He's still in
Badlands was his
Badlands.
field, right? Yeah.
Yep, he still is.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So just the way of the through word of mouth when I was younger, he sounded like such a fucking badass when I was a kid. But I never met the guy.
Yeah. I could say like you said even the guys in old days or whatnot. Of course, all the old Iron Man guys pop in my mind because it's the stories I grew up on. My dad telling the stories of, and I mean, all 10 of those guys at any moment can we're pulling games off or some cool shit, you know.
Can you name any specifics, like any players?
I also tend to think how many of Machine Gun's Mike's stories are historically accurate. You know,
all of them.
There
bro.
was no cameras there. No, but you get what I mean. Yeah, there was no cameras. How many of those it was 1v5s were really it was 1v2? You know what I mean?
Are you saying my dad didn't win tons of 1-on-10s to win the championship?
You know, I'm thinking
Tons of
that
1-on-10s.
I'm thinking he may have won none, and I'm thinking he was making up stories. Just
No,
how
dude,
Ryan would tell me that he walked uphill both ways in the snow to get to school.
No, Machine Gun Mike, he's on
I learned
Midwest
that
Magic.
You can't do that because if you go uphill both ways, it's bullshit. That doesn't work out. So
Nah, so in particular, stories about like my dad and Rick Sendejas. He has tons of stories of that, of them being on the hold side of the field, and all of a sudden, you know, they're playing. It's like it's just them two on
makes a lot
another
of sense
two guys
that your
or
dad
threes
would
or
be
something.
The hold. Because
Yeah.
those little legs, they're not moving very fast. You know what I mean?
Whoa!
Dude, you're about to get a strongly worded email from Machine Gun Mike after this.
He's
game.
taller than
Machine
me.
Gun Mike, if I look down at you, I get to call you short. All right, that's how it works.
Jesus.
I
Damn.
call your son short every week.
But they end up blowing their side and pulling games out.
Blowing.
Yeah, really blowing it out. You know, yeah. Shoot,
You're really on blowing things tonight, man.
Sorry, bro. I blew this whole question, honestly, dude. Fuck.
You really did. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I asked. I was like, "You want me to read it off before we
I'm gonna
start?"
be honest, you broke me there. That's the first time you've broken me on a podcast. I needed to take a minute to reset my brain because I was mentally I was baffled at what you brought to be a topic on the show.
No, what I need to start doing is I need to start texting him in the group chat.
No, you
It's
need to
not-
start talking to Tim a little less, all right? You need to
What
come
are
up
you
with these
talking
questions when you're
about?
not
Not
hanging
even,
out with
dude.
Tim, okay?
No, that one.
was this Tim's
Bro,
idea?
that one, I was at work. I was in the middle of my day, and I was like, that sounds sick.
You were shitting.
No,
Yes, you were. Yes,
no,
you were.
I swear.
All right. So when I
Let
do
me
most
tell you,
great thoughts, I'm gonna be
I'd
honest.
be the kind of guy where I would not deny if I was.
That's true. That's valid, actually.
Right.
We all
So,
know.
why would I-
Everyone here who will listen to this podcast know Hatch is an open book.
First of all, why would I lie? Why would I lie about my stories, bro? I'm not Machine Gun Mike. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Hey, up top. That was a good one. Proud of you for that one.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, boys. I guess
We
another
basically
thing I
named off
wanted
all the
to.
characters.
Yeah, we named off some good ones there. I'm going to keep us moving forward a little bit. Another thing I wanted to show off a little bit today, we've talked about it the past couple episodes, but I've been doing all the trading card stuff. And we won't go into it for long because I know, it's probably not all your guys' favorite topic. But those who are curious, I have my next round of cards I'm going to be sending into PSA to get graded and see if they are in beautiful enough condition. And we recently pulled these from the latest Japanese set. So this is the Raging Bolt EX, super
Pull
rare.
a little closer
because-
so I can see it.
That is, I mean, it's right up on my screen. That's,
Oh, shit.
Any
Okay.
closer, it's not going to focus. You
Gotcha.
can't see that? Just make me
I can't. I'm just trying to like see exactly what the fuck Pokemon it is. I don't think I've
Well,
ever
it's
seen that
Raging
Pokemon before. What is it?
Oh yeah, it's a new Pokemon within like the last year. So yeah, if you haven't been paying attention, you will not know. But Raging Bolt's
Gotcha.
that one. This is
Raging
another
Bolt?
one. Or actually, Roaring Bolt, Raging Bolt, one of the two. This is Roaring Moon. This is another one, but a very cool type of illustration on it. I just really like the artwork on it. I think they're awesome. But yeah, both those cards graded in at 10. They're valued right around the $130 range. Last sales on eBay. And then we have some cool cards from this set as well. We have an Eevee. So let me see. Cover
Roaring
my face
Moon?
if
Is
that'll
that what it
go
is?
in. Roaring Moon's the one I just showed off. There was a different.
Yeah.
The Pokemon before that was different. Also, god damn it, this camera sucks. So fucking. Just focus. It's in front of you. What are you
Okay.
Right there.
There, now it did it.
Nice.
So there's one of the EVs from the set. There are two different EV cards that are full art specials from the set. So this is the first one. This one goes for it was right around I think 180 last sell on eBay. And then this is
that
actually
PSA
the other
10?
one that I sold as well. Yeah, PSA 10. That's all the prices I'm giving. Because
Gotcha.
I will be sending these into grades. So hopefully we get 10s. Because yeah, those are the most valuable. They're most perfect cards. This is the other EV from the set, and I actually pulled two of these. So I have two that I'm going to be sending into grade. Those are going for about $230, $240 on the market right now on eBay. I was seeing some last sales for around that. And this is my favorite card that I pulled. I may sell this one, I may not. This one may just be held onto, and especially if it's a 10, it's going to be hard for me to want to get rid of it. Let's see if we can get it to focus. But this is the Glaceon from Terrestrial Festival, the new Pokemon Japanese set. Just an absolutely beautiful card. So yeah, if that comes back at 10, I'm going to have a serious thought about selling it, and the reason being because it's valued at right around $300 right now. But man, if you're watching the video, that is just an absolutely beautiful card. All the blue on it, the texturing, the way the hollows reflect. So yeah, we're doing that. Still waiting on my Call of Duty CDL trading cards.
God damn it.
Ordered those about 2 weeks ago, and FedEx has been fucking me up the ass constantly. So maybe those will be here this week. Maybe they won't.
Are you
This may
opening
be
those
a
on Whatnot?
reoccurring. No, because those aren't. I'm not selling those on
Gotcha.
Whatnot. That's mainly what that stuff's for. I'll just do some content based around those.
Gotcha, okay.
But yeah.
That's sick. When do you think? When are they predicted to come in?
Dude, they've been predicted to come in every fucking day.
Okay,
It's literally
gotcha.
been like
All right.
every day it
It's
gets
one of
moved back
those.
to the next day, and then it gets moved back to the next day, and I'm just like, God, give me my fucking cards I've already paid for, so I can at least see what I have. But yeah, so when those come in, I'm excited to rip those open, and if I get any cool autos from that, I will be sending those in and adding to the to this PSA grade in. I think I'm gonna hopefully drop these off later in the week, around, I don't know, Thursday or Friday after the holiday season.
Yeah, I'm curious. When new Pokemon are coming out, Ryan, how are you finding out what they are or what they're called? Because obviously the cards aren't in English.
Well, so I'm trying to think of how to answer your question, because you answered a question that's not really a real question. We know all the Pokemon that's in Scarlet and Violet currently. So like, if there's a new set, they're not just gonna make a new Pokemon. The only time they do that is when they release new, versions of the game. That's why back when we were, 4 or 5 and we had Gen 1, and that was our Charmanders and our Bulbasaurs and those. And then the next generation of games came out, and then they brought in new Pokemon with them. Those are the Gen 2
Red and
Pokemon.
blue.
Yeah, and so it's been doing that the whole time. So even though we've, all taken a step back, they've been every generation adding in new Pokemon, adding in this new character. Hatch is literally eating on the show. Love to see it. He is officially given up on this podcast. And so every time when they add in that next generation of Pokemon, they add in a certain amount. During the Scarlet and Violet era, they added in what's called ancient and future Pokemon, which are just ancient and future versions of essentially Pokemon we have today, kind of reimagined. They do different things, they have different abilities, yada yada yada. It's a whole bunch of nerd shit. So Roaring Bolt, Roaring Moon, Screamtail, Shandy Shocks, those were a whole bunch of Pokemon that are introduced with that. So every time they make a new set, they won't necessarily like make new Pokemon, but they'll make new cards for some of those Pokemon. And every set doesn't also include every single Pokemon. So like, in this Eevee set, you can't get a Charmander. Like there's no Charizard card in the set, but that's not what the set is focused on. It's focused on Eevee and the evolutions, the Umbreons, the Sylveons, the Espeons, and all of those. So, and the other thing too, a big help is TCG Player. It is a website that has a big kind of inventory and market of all trading card game type cards. They're definitely very helpful, especially for the Japanese cards, for being able to read them and know the special things about them and all that stuff. Because I could not read these abilities. Here, I'll try to show one to the fucking card. Like, if that does focus, let's see if it will. It probably won't.
Okay, this might be a dumb question.
Yeah, I can't read any of that shit down there.
The generation count right now? Like, how many generations have there
We're
been?
up to generation 11, I believe.
Gotcha. Okay, I didn't know if it was like signified by
had-
actual number or by
base
color.
set. We have Gen 1, Gen 2, which was Fire Red and Emerald Green. I think there was a third gen on Game Boy Advance, and then the DS generation. DS generation, there was X and Y after that, Sun and Moon, Sword and Shield, Scarlet and Violet. And I may be missing a couple out of that, because I know there was X and Y, Evolutions. I don't remember all of
Does
them
that
off the
all
top of my
go
head.
with like the show?
No. So that's the other thing. These cards don't exist unless people play the Pokemon video game. The anime doesn't exist unless people play the Pokemon video game. Everything in the world of Pokemon is because of that game. It all came from that game. And
Gotcha.
it just became
It didn't come
such
from a card game. It came from a video game.
No, it came from that game. And it became such a big, cultural icon around the world that they made the card game, that they made the, the plushies, that they made the anime, the movies, the other series that came off of it.
All the hentai. Dude, I get it.
Yeah, Rule 34. Yeah.
Okay, so it was something that is actually pretty interesting about Pokemon right now. Obviously, we talked about it probably a year ago, but Pal World. I heard recently that they actually got a good case against them. Did you hear about it, Ryan?
Yeah, I mean, so essentially, it means nothing. They were able to. So, okay, I don't know the full story, and again, it happened like a month ago, so I don't remember all the specifics at this date, but essentially, the, broken down version that I could say, Power World, Nintendo was able to find, one small intellectual property thing that they knew they could get Power World on, and so instead of trying to, take down their game, own their company, or, do any of those bigger things, they waited for a time when they found a thing that they knew they could win in court against, and then they took them to court for that one issue. That issue wasn't a big enough issue for them to be able to ask for damages royalties on every game sold or, any of these type of things. But the Power World owners and the people who made the game did have to pay back some X amount of money that I cannot remember right now. So it was kind of it was this small win that the Pokemon company could get. The reason why we didn't see them sue Power World right away when it came out is because they realized, and their lawyers probably told them, we can't sue them. They didn't say it was Pikachu. They said it was some other animal that has no difference, no bearing on our IP. So they were waiting to find something that they knew they could concretely take to court and get them on something. And it ended up being something small and something minor. Again, this was a month ago. We should have talked about it then. So I heard
something that might have even been more recently. I heard that Nintendo did a patent on the way that you capture Pokemon. Is the whole throwing a ball at something and capturing it is patented by Nintendo now.
Maybe, I don't fucking know.
I think
also, to be honest, that's the stupidest patent I've ever fucking heard of, because that's not that's not a mechanical thing. That's not a intellectual concept, if that makes sense. There's been people in the past who have thought about putting animals inside of containers. Do you know what I mean? That's not an original thought in and of itself. Okay. But saying that, yes, I was the first one who thought of, yes, in our game, animals would be put into a container. I don't know. It's kind of dumb to me.
I agree.
You're bringing me into shit I really know nothing about and making me talk on it like I'm an expert, and I don't like that.
I know nothing on it. We're giving our FTS opinion.
Again, I haven't played Power World until about 7 months ago when AK banned me from his server and wouldn't let me see my Pokemon anymore, okay? Damn. I lost a lot of good soldiers that day, and I missed them.
Fuck.
Spent a lot of hours.
That's rough, actually, dude. I'm sorry to hear about that.
It's okay. I forgive him.
Dude.
Kind of.
Jesus. The fucking Power World. But, yeah, that just... I remember hearing about that pretty recently, maybe even a few days ago, and I just thought that was pretty interesting. I thought you would think it was interesting. Well,
okay, my whole thing is, the second that Power World was out for 3 months and Nintendo didn't sue them, I knew there was there was nothing that they can sue them for. You don't wait that long, and especially when you're a company like Nintendo, an international type business at this point, you have lawyers on retainer in every single country you operate in. Yeah, you file that lawsuit that month. You don't wait that long. So that's why I was oh, okay, they have nothing on them. They might find something small, but I don't know. They would have already pursued it. Yeah, again, why are we talking about this? I don't know. This is not a great podcast topic, to be honest.
No, so I just thought I thought it was interesting because that's what I heard a couple days ago. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Okay.
Not cool, but weird.
When you bring your topics, bring the story in, because then we can actually look through the news story. Take a screenshot of it next time if you see one that catches your eye.
You know what? Yes, sir.
Hell yeah, that's a good idea.
Cool.
Because I know with you, Hatch, you can forget context at times. I know you're usually you're talking to Tim as you're researching stuff, and it can kind of go by.
I need to cite my sources, bro.
Yeah, dude, give me some Wikipedia articles at least.
Okay, Wikipedia.
All right,
I need something.
So Ryan actually had a question. One of the gifts I actually got Michelle was a new lens for the camera.
Nice.
Right here.
I won't be able to see it during the show, but our audience will.
Just showing. Yeah. For the audience, it's bigger, it's blacker, it's better.
That's what they all
Is it a
say.
G-Master?
Yeah, it's I got it right here. It's a Sony EPZ 18 to 105 millimeter. So we could zoom in.
What's the aperture on it? So
Aperture,
what's the F number?
F is
Aperture.
4.
Ooh, yeah, you got fucked.
What?
Damn.
So, not really. I'm kind of joking. That's my elitist opinion. So when it comes to lenses, the way you can tell kind of how good they are, and I'm using air quotes there because there's a lot of things that go into how good a lens is. But one of the features that you can tell pretty quickly how quality a lens is how wide open it can shoot, and that refers to the aperture number.
Yeah.
So all the lenses I own shoot up to f2.8. So that number, instead of being 4, is up at 2. It doesn't seem like a big jump. It is a huge jump in terms of how much depth of field you can get, how much light you can bring into the sensor, and a lot of different things you can do. Honestly, that's just me being elitist, because for Michelle it doesn't matter at all. She's still learning how to like take good quality photos, how to edit and do all that stuff. So yeah, it'll be good to have another kind of kit in her lens she can do. The other thing with photos too, another really big difference where on video having zoom lenses, you lose a little quality. It doesn't, it doesn't matter as much. But on photo, if you have like a prime 50 millimeter lens, and a prime just means it's just that millimeter, it's not a zoom lens, it doesn't go from something else. Usually those will be a lot sharper and clearer of an image, because that glass doesn't have to move around in the lens. It can be constructed in a more solid manner, and when you get up to things like the G Masters, the L series lenses, that's Sony G Master, Canon L series, those are just examples of like the top level lenses that these manufacturers make, and a lot of those are usually more prime lenses, or they'll have zooms in there, but they'll go down to like f1.8 on the zoom, so you can allow a lot more light in. You can get more narrow depth of field. You can do a lot of fun things with them.
Okay.
I saw you got speed light on there, so that's good. I love that Michelle's already thinking about lighting.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys know what the word photography means? It means to capture light. So fucking learn how to use light, dummies. God, a majority of the people who are like, I'm a photographer, and it's like, your shit's blown the fuck out. All right.
Dude, she's pointing stuff out already. She sees photographers that, she's like, the coloring's not right. I'm like,
I love it. Yep. Yeah. She's like, damn, that's too cool of a photo. And by cool, she means temperature cool, not cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I gave it to her today. I got it today.
Yeah.
I was excited to give it to her because it's what she wanted. She wasn't expecting it.
It goes back to your rant. You like giving, not getting.
Well, exactly. Shut up.
You're a top, not a bottom. It's okay.
Exactly. So,
very jolly of you, Brando.
Yeah. So, something that we came across, or she came across, and has said, but like just not sure. There's like, is there a I don't even want to say like a limit, but a threshold where a lens will hit of capturing images, and where the quality starts to decline or something?
Are you talking like like a shot count or something?
Yes,
like, we're talking a gun?
Yeah, shot count. Yep.
I mean, yes and no. I've had my lenses since 2017. They've been through a lot of paintball. They could honestly probably do for a good like cleaning and servicing and realignment. Do I get it done? Like it's one of those things like, yeah, if you want the 100% best peak quality you can get from a lens, yeah, you want to make sure every couple of years you send it in to get cleaned and serviced. But
would it really be that big of a difference? like that big of a difference?
No, dude. Where I got all of my skills from was my mom growing up was a professional photographer. She shot babies, she shot weddings, she shot, engagement photos. That's what she did. That was her career for a long time. Dude, her main lens, I think she got an 08. It was the original Canon 70 to 200 millimeter. That lens is still in service to this day. It is still gorgeous to this day, bro. Like when it comes to when you get quality glass made by a good manufacturer, you can hold on to that shit for years if you take care of it. That's actually a common saying in photography when you're kind of getting into that, hobby. A lot of people tell you, marry the glass, date the body. And by that, they mean when you're, looking to purchase camera equipment, the camera body will come and go. But, make sure you're getting into a line of lenses that you like or that you enjoy the look of. Because if you buy the right things, you could potentially have those for the next 10 plus years that it's working and always ready for you.
Damn. Okay. I like that.
It's literally the buy nice or buy twice type, phrase.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's some things in life you buy it nice or you're going to end up buying it twice.
I agree. I'm the same way. Like when it comes to like headphones.
And that's why we shoot Planet Eclipse CS3s in this conversation.
Hey, I shoot a CS2, baby. Bitch still shooting great.
That's what winners shoot.
Straight
That's
up,
right.
dude. So
winners also drink hard as fuck seltzer.
Hard A fuck seltzer, baby.
Hard
Yeah,
A
let's
fuck
go.
seltzer.
Here from FTS. Hard. What did you even say? Hard A fuck.
Hard A fuck.
Hard A fuck.
Get with it, Hatch. Come on, bro. You're slacking on me today.
I'm loving that, dude. Hard A fuck.
Did you have a late night last night? What's going on?
Last night? I don't think I had a late night, but
I don't know. I'm
I
getting
thought you guys
vibes.
said you got laid.
You're oh no. I meant late night. That's what I meant. But
late night.
Yeah, I don't know, dog. You're dragging behind a little bit tonight.
No, you're probably right, dude. I've had a lot of stuff on my mind, bro. This was the holiday times, bro. It's weird for me, especially this year. It's weird. A lot of feelings I've never felt before, and so I'm trying to
love.
learn.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Not only love, but learn.
Not only love.
Learn for sure.
It's a 27-year-old man just learning what love feels like. God, that's
not even
depressing.
that. I'm just learning what life is. Because there's no manual on how to do it.
Very deep. Very deep.
Right? No one teaches you how to do it.
No, yeah. You
I'm
learn by trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? Luckily, right, I try to learn through other people's mistakes, so I don't have to make that. Thank God.
You gotta make your own mistakes.
Yeah.
Right?
That's
absolutely.
The only way
Let me tell you, without a doubt, when it comes to relationships, those are the kind of things you have to make the mistakes yourself. You can't really just by hearing what other people's horror stories. Sure, you can be like, all right, well, I'm never gonna fucking date a crazy person, but you never really find out until you see the red flags for yourself.
There's jokes I can make right now, and because I respect that person, I'm not going to.
Hell yeah, brother. You're the bigger man, bro. You're the bigger man.
I'm gonna be right now.
Very holiday-ish for you, bro.
And if that person understands and puts the contact together, that should tell you how much respect I have for you, man.
Nice. Hell yeah. Dude, you're a bigger man than I am, bro.
Yeah, I know, because you would probably say it. But yeah, dog, so, yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. The holiday times are always kind of weird. It's been different, obviously, for me a little bit, being down here, first one out of the state. But I don't know. I don't mind it. It's been kind of nice to just be able to, work and stuff. That's always been my biggest thing with holidays, dude. I just get annoyed when they come through, because it's you got to stop everything. You got to put everything down. Got to go see people. I don't know. It can be a lot. So it's nice to have the gap of I can come home, do all that shit, and then come back here, and it's okay, I'm fucking here. I can do what I need to do.
It's more so in your time.
A little bit.
You have that.
Yeah.
You have that buffer zone, or that buffer distance.
Fuck, all right, I guess I'm going to fucking some random family member's house for this whole day, and gotta go show face and be a part of the family.
I myself am not a fan of that shit. Oh man,
no, I'm
not a fan of that shit.
Well, and I'm an introvert too. We mostly are, so yeah. Social battery runs low.
Yeah, and I'm to the point where if I don't know them, I'm not fucking going. I'm sorry. I ain't going.
Absolutely valid. Absolutely valid.
So you don't go to Michelle's third cousin's quinceañera?
Absolutely not. No, she doesn't even know their
4
name.
a.m.
She doesn't even know their name. Why the fuck are we going?
All the
No.
Latins out, bro.
Okay, thank God.
Do it.
Absolutely
That shit's
not.
crazy, bro. I mean,
Man.
were you gonna say something right now?
No.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. But I guess the main thing that I'm just learning, yeah. So I guess main thing, I apologize for being so slow tonight, dude. I don't know what it is, but it's been this past week. It's been feeling weird, little lull. I don't know what it is. So I apologize.
Have you been running at all? You been working out at all?
Absolutely, dude. I run every day.
Okay. I was gonna say, have you been
work.
steady? You've been stagnant? Maybe that's adding to it, but
Dude,
no, it doesn't seem to be that.
These past mornings,
You've been taking your lock and load?
I don't even know where to get it at. Tell me where I get it at, Ryan.
I'll send you a link.
I honestly, GorillaMind.com. That's where you can get it. GorillaMind.com, ladies and gentlemen. Go ahead over there. Buy yourself some lock and load.
Hell yeah, thank you, bro. I have not been on my lock and load game, so
See, okay, that
another apology right there.
I get
right?
it. That's where the depression's coming from. It's okay.
Absolutely, right. So
gotta get you back on your stack, and yeah, you'll be back in the action, man.
Yeah, but without a doubt, dude, the mornings where it's fucking looking like Silent Hill with the mist out, those have been like my tranquil mornings for sure. Running out. Hopefully, I don't get fucking hit by a car because damn, it gets foggy.
Yeah, the mornings where it looks like the horror movie from 2006, The Mist. That's really when I, enjoy life the most.
Yeah, literally like Silent Hill, that whole vibe where you can't see anything. Bro,
I was being sarcastic, but okay.
I love that vibe.
You love just kind of you love the horror of
if
not
I
knowing
was
what's 10
if I
feet
was
in
a
front of you.
chick, if I was a chick, bro, dude, I'd be a goth, bro, dead ass. I love that.
You're a goth man. What the fuck do you mean? Yeah, we
what
know.
Is a goth? What even is a goth man, bro? Do I look like a goth man? Do I look like a goth man?
No, just all the things you're interested in. Dog, your favorite game series is Resident Evil, bro. You have like deep, dark thoughts inside you. All right? We are not the same.
True. You know what? I'll give that one valid because Resident Evil, dude, that shit fucked me up when I was younger. I looked at the way of life so much different once I played.
Yeah,
Resident
and
Evil.
now you see like some weird 8-tentacled arm monster that's got 40 teeth and it wants to eat you, and you're like, it feels like home, man. That's not right.
I'm like,
that's not right.
I'll take it. I can take it. But hey, yeah. Let me just one thing I just want to say, dude, straight up, Brando, Ryan, I fucking love you guys. Seriously, without you guys, dude, I couldn't even picture my life without you guys. And obviously, we're at the point where I'm getting going on a little bit of a rant. So third apology. But yeah, I appreciate you guys letting me come on here, do my thing. Anybody who's willing to listen, thank you guys. And
it's funny because I can't even say that you've been drinking this episode, man. Like, I wish we could say like, oh yeah, Hatch had some brews, but no, man. Like, what?
No, dude. I mean, if we're trying to nip it at the source, I don't know. I truly don't.
I'm glad we nipped it at the source. Hell yeah.
I'm trying. I genuinely am trying. Right? I'm not trying to be like I'm not trying to be like a Debbie Downer or anything, but it's like. I don't know.
Bring in the negative energy before we get rid of 2024. Get it all out in this current year.
You know what? You're absolutely right. Okay, let me think.
Yep.
Cut yourself up until January 31st at 11 o'clock p.m.
January 31st. I gotta go a month over.
Sorry, December 31st. You know what the fuck I mean.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out the time. It would be 11:59 p.m. 11:59 and 59 seconds p.m. There we go. Whatever the fuck that is.
All right, so I guess some of it mentally, dude, it's been such a big struggle for me mentally this year with paintball. Dude, losing so much. It has been a huge learning experience, and it has been nothing short of a punch in the face, right? And sorry if I'm boring you, Ryan. My apologies.
No, dude. I told you I was tired coming into this one, and we're already at 11. So yeah, that's just those are gonna come, and that's not you, Ash.
No, you're good. You're good. But yeah, it was just a really heavy feeling this year, dude. Every single plane ride home was so rough this year. Every single one.
A lot of athletes plane rides.
Absolutely right. And for me, it's also like I get those car rides where I have to think for 3 hours driving home of like the entire day of like what results we got, right? Or even like when I land from my plane, then I got to drive 4 hours home, right? It's just a lot of thoughts come into your head, and I'm still learning on how to process them, if that makes sense, right?
Okay.
Therapy.
Basically, right? But I'm trying to figure it out my own way because I don't really want somebody to tell me how I should feel.
Yeah, because you're a man, and us men don't need no fucking people to talk to. You know what we got? We got fucking nicotine, caffeine, and the accelerator pedal in our car.
Absolutely, bro. Hey, let me just say,
push that bitch to the floor and you forget everything else. Because if you don't, you die.
Yeah.
No,
and you will forget.
You're absolutely right. That's the quick forget me tonic. the Forget Me tonic is the heavy gas pedal for sure. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, just excited for 2025 to happen. You know, scared because that was where Black Ops 2 took place, and drone warfare is at an all-time high.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Let me just say, what was really the what was really the settling difference on why a really big sigh of relief? Because dude, I don't know if you guys remember this is going to be crazy. I'm not trying to get political. This is going to be crazy. But in Black Ops 2, in the campaign, they had the world's first female president.
Yep. Yeah, and it was in the year 2025.
And it was in the year 2025.
We avoided that, baby.
Gross.
Dude, Raul Menendez is dead, people. He's out of here, dude.
That's a different
Menendez!
timeline. We're not in that timeline.
So,
It's
thank
okay.
God.
We're fine. Which also means we're not in the jetpack timeline, and I am okay with that because I do not need to be fucking fighting people who are like Scumpy in the air, fucking dodging and diving and beaming me down.
Yeah.
We would lose that war every time. Every time.
So, luckily, we got a lot of great American gamers.
Dude, I'm pretty sure you put up like SEAL Team 6 versus the Dynasty team of Formal, Nade Shot, Big Timer, and Scumpy. I'm pretty sure they win. You give them jetpacks? Yeah, I think they might win that one, dude.
Damn. Yeah.
They were built different with jetpacks. If we had 7 years of jetpacks, we'd have 7 years of Call of Duty Optic being champions, but we didn't. It's very sad.
I mean, I'm really
And then
blessed that we didn't
Scump
have
got
jetpack
fucked
card.
every single year. He got fucked every single year. Had some type of roster situation, some type of fucked up thing, which is why, god damn it, Upper Deck, please deliver my CDL card so I can see if I even got a Scump Auto or not, because that is all I want.
Scump Auto.
All I want is to see if I got a piece of paper that Scump signed at one point in time in his life, okay?
Dude, he touched that same piece of paper.
Yeah, and it went on that card, and then that card could potentially be in my hands if fucking FedEx does their job.
If you sniff it hard enough, it might smell like him.
Probably won't, but I'll try.
Okay, at least you're willing to try.
I'm gonna try. Yeah,
At least you're
what do
willing
you-
to try.
Dude,
Amen.
a chance for that? Yeah. No, man, dude. I'm just so excited to open those. I've really gotten back to COD lately. It sucks that now they're not playing because it's the holiday time. So, first major comes up, I think, February. So there's there's games and stuff we get into January.
Wow.
But
I thought it was I didn't know it was that far. I thought we were going to get it next month.
That's the first major, but I think they're qualifiers all through. It's like the first weekend of February, so they're qualifying like the last 3 weeks, and then it'll be right into it. Yeah.
Cool.
So it won't be that long. But yeah, no, we got more CDL coming up. Hopefully I'll be able to watch it with a PSA 10 Scump sitting right next to me. Because if I get anything, I'm going to send it into grade. I definitely want to see.
That way, you said there's only one of its kind, right? Scump signed card, right?
No. So there's technically multiple. So there's the Scumped Auto that's by himself, and then there is a limited run that's like a numbered version where it has like one of the 5 that has it. I don't know what the actual number is,
but there's one of Scump's autograph in there.
No. There could be one of anyone's autograph. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
So that's why it's like if
I know you're saying that's your chase card.
Yeah, okay, obviously the Scump, because yes, I've watched him since 2012. That would be the best one. But if I honestly, realistically got an autograph from, Shotzi, Hydra, fucking Dashy, if I got a Pred one, a Pred would be actually probably the sickest because of everything that's happening with him right now, and he's no longer playing in the league after just being a world champion. So that, there's definitely cool ones in there. In every box that I'm getting, that box, there's guaranteed to be 2 autos in there somewhere. So that's the thing. I know there's someone. We just don't know who it is. We're hoping it's a good player that we actually like and enjoy watching. Don't give me a fucking Pro Loot auto. I'm going to blow my brains out.
Gross. Oh, I wouldn't even use that as toilet paper.
I'm going to use it as toilet paper.
Toilet paper.
And then send it into PSA.
That's
2 on that bitch.
crazy.
A 10?
What? Dude,
Then I would know PSA is a scam at that point.
Holy shit. Imagine you get like a PSA 11. The high.
No, that would be hilarious. You get a 10, but there's a note. It's like, dude, this card smelled horrible. What the fuck?
Holy shit, bro. I mean, I've never sent a card or anything like that to PSA, so I'm really curious on what their diagnosal was that what you diagnosed the card?
That's definitely not a word.
You grade the card. That's what it is. Grade. You grade
grading.
The card.
Yeah. So
I wonder what the process is to grade it.
It's not like a big secret. You can look up on their website. They have all their notes for like how they get to each level and what they look for on those levels. And they do even say that there's a little bit of subjectivity. If you have a card that's kind of kind of right on the border between it could be a 10, it could be a 9. It is up to the dude who's sitting there looking at it, you know, and,
Really?
and is going to give you the number. Yeah, but I mean, a majority of the time it goes by like non-subjective metrics. So like the one I always talk about is the centering. So here, I'll bring this card up. But as you see, there's the border around the card. So there's that little kind of silver border that, you know, there's the art and then there's that border. So centering refers to how identical, like how perfectly center is that image. So is it slanted to one side of the card versus the other? Is it a little bit top heavy, or is it towards the bottom? Ideally, you want a card that's perfect dead center. But when these cards get made and printed and they're cut in big sheets, sometimes you'll have cards that, you know, one side just gets cut a little bit more, and so it'll be off center to the left or something like that. So that's an example of like, you know, that's an objective or not a subjective score. You know, you look at it, they see, oh, this is, you know, a 52% on the left side, a 48% on the right side. You know, that falls within this category of grading.
I was wondering if they would be like, if a guy's like, this could be like a 9.5 or a 10, would they ask like another person's opinion?
So they don't give out subgrades all that often. That's what those are called, the 0.5s, which is
I
kind
know
of
you're
where
telling
they
me
say,
that there was
like,
another company, another grading company that does more of the
there's
0.5s,
other,
right?
Yeah, PSA really just sticks to its round numbers.
Gotcha.
I mean, dude, I don't know if they'll hand it off to a coworker or be like, hey, I can't see this one. I don't know about any of that stuff, man. But yeah, I mean, that's why I'm saying go look at their website, because they actually have a shit ton of info on there about what they're looking for, what this is, what the process is, and stuff along those lines. And they're going to give you 1,000% more better information than I can, because the only stuff I'm going to say is just what I read on there a couple days ago. So yeah, that's my advice. If you're interested in you know, that process at all, go check out. I think it's just psa.com. But yeah, you can get more information there. PSA card, yeah.
PSA card.
And then yeah, the categories are different for, you know, trading cards versus sports cards. They also do authentication of, like, you know, if you caught a foul ball and then a player signed it, you could send it to them and they'll be like, yes, this is an authentic signature from this player.
I was just reading that, actually. They would, they're with
they do authentication.
Sports memorabilia, not just cards. This one talks about baseball bats. I'm reading something that talks about like, signed baseball bats,
gloves, mitts, or mitts and gloves, same thing. But yeah, like signed balls, stuff like that. So yeah.
Damn,
that's pretty cool.
And it's funny to me too. The other thing with sports cards, because I've seen a couple, you know, reels that'll go viral. But the funny thing too, we've gotten to the point where there's sports cards, you know, like Mickey Mantle. Those cards came out in 1954. I saw a 1954 Mickey Mantle card. It was a I forget which company it was graded with. It wasn't PSA or CGC. It was a 2. Some dude bought that card for $2,700. You know why? Because that card's 70 years old. And it's like, it doesn't matter. It's a 2. It exists and it's authenticated as being a real card. There's value to that, because that's a piece of history at this point.
Someone else down the line is going to pay even more money for it.
If they hold on to it, yeah. If they keep that slab in good condition, 100%.
That is,
because we're gonna get to a point where it's, you know, 2054, and someone's gonna be like, my grandfather used to always talk about Mickey, you know, or something like that, and they're gonna be like, oh shit, I gotta pick that card up, or yeah.
I always
honestly,
that
for me, like,
cards.
It's kind of funny, but we're talking about it now. But sadly, this past weekend, Ricky Henderson passed away. An Oakland A's legend, the stolen bases leader. Absolute, yeah. He was my grandfather's, you know, favorite player on the A's, and so there's a part of me now. Yes, if I ever see a PSA Ricky, I'm gonna buy it, and it's just gonna sit on my shelf. And every time I look at it, it's gonna remind me of my grandfather. And you know, I know those two are gonna be up in heaven talking about Oakland A's baseball, and they're fucking having a great time right now.
You gonna buy them out of the price?
I mean, I'm not gonna get a 101 or anything crazy, but yeah, if I find one of his like base cards, yeah, it's a couple $100. Fuck it, that, you know, it's one of those things that just
worth it.
It's worth it
for
more to me than yeah. Well, it's one of those things that's gonna sit there. I'm gonna look at it, and it's gonna remind me of, you know, my grandfather and all the memories that me and him shared of Oakland A's baseball when he was alive. So yeah,
that's cool. I remember my grandpa would take me out to like the horse races and stuff. Kind of like that.
Yeah, a shared sport experience. Yeah, those really are so powerful.
I remember when I was younger, my grandpa would take me to the airport, and there's an Air Force base at the local airport in Fresno, or like a they train with jets over there.
Yeah.
And
do kind of like a mock air show almost, like
kind of in a way, but they do a ton of training, right? Like there are times where they obviously play cat and mouse, like training. They have their formations in the sky, and it's fucking insane. And I just remember being a kid, and my grandpa would walk me over by the airport, and we'd see the jets take off. That shit was hella cool. So I definitely, if I ever see like a model jet, like an F-16 model jet, I mean that shit's probably way easier to find than baseball
than
card.
a Ricky Henderson graded card.
I need some kind of
like
special jet.
I'm trying to see. Let me find an eBay comp. Let me see if I can get a quick, like, what's a ballpark?
Yeah, that's what I'm looking right now. We went to PSA.
You're gonna buy one right now? You're gonna buy one right now?
No, I do not have money right now. But okay, so like a 1980 Topps Ricky Henderson in a PSA 7, it's listed for about 165. So I could probably find a card like that. Yeah, I'm looking. There's a couple other examples. I mean, there is a his rookie card that's in a 9 that's $2,700.
Yeah,
probably not getting that one.
Damn.
Jesus like that's not.
That's a 9. You said that was a 9.
Yeah, but again, that card is from 1980.
Yeah, so rookie card.
Getting a couple frayed edges, it's like, okay, that's held pretty well for the almost 30 or 40 plus years.
Obviously, I have no experience with this, so in my mind, what a 9 looks like is not very much different from what a 10 looks like.
And it's
my mind.
No, and you're not wrong. A 9 is a very good looking card.
But a 10
is perfect. And that's the difference. A 9, there are some small things you could find if you look at it hard enough. A 10, you don't find those. And that's why they're very picky, because if they start letting other things be 10s that shouldn't be 10s, well then, the value of that label kind of goes down. Yeah, exactly. Because everyone will be like, well, shit, it's not worth it.
Okay, interesting. One card that I always wanted to get, I wanted to get the card. I not really always wanted to get, but I thought it was kind of funny. I don't know what basketball player it is, but the Menendez brothers are in the background.
Yep. I think I told you about that one. It's a random basketball player. Like, he wasn't good or anything. It's his rookie card, and in the background, the Menendez brothers are sitting front row.
That's awesome. Like, not even
like a week after they fucking killed their parents.
No,
shit.
Not even it's a very valuable sports card, and it's not because of the player at all.
For the sport. Like,
no, it's because
awesome.
There's killers in the background.
That's awesome.
I did just find there's a signed 1980 Topps Ricky Henderson, and the auto is authenticated. It's a PSA 7. It's listed for $850 right now, and that actually has his signature on it. And
like $8.50.
No, $850.
Oh fuck!
What do you think this is, Hatch?
I was trying to be optimistic.
What do you think this is, dog? But yeah,
7?
So rest in peace, Ricky. Though. That's where it is, because that card isn't autographed originally. Like, someone met Ricky at one point in time and had him sign it.
You're trying to find one. You don't even need an autograph. You're just trying to find a PSA 10.
I don't care about that. Well, not even a 10. I just want one that's graded, because there is kind of a cool, like we showed with the other slabs. There is kind of, when you're displaying it, it's cool to have it in its kind of protection, and it's got the nice label there that tells you exactly what year it's from and all these things. So yeah, no, I like it.
Absolutely, and I think that's one of those things where some people collect action figures and fucking model fucking trains and shit, and dude, you collect Pokemon cards, and that's your chalice on your shelf. That's sick.
Well, and that's why my collection's growing so fucking varied and random, because I'm just collecting shit I like, So that's Lorcana cards, that's Pokemon cards, and now it's turning into some random sports cards. Some players I like here and there, and these Call of Duty League cards, and yeah, I don't know. In general, cards are just cool. Opening a pack is awesome. When you see the cards in there that you want, it's the best feeling ever. When you get rinsed every time, it's the worst feeling ever. I don't know. It's a great thing. It's a great hobby. I get why kids of all ages have been into it for years. And
I get why
definitely getting into it.
People did it when I was younger, and I was always looking at them like, what the fuck? Baseball cards? What the hell? I don't really.
Yeah, well, there's
now,
some value.
But now I see it.
Yeah, because when we were younger, in those old times, they were getting fucking Tom Brady rookie cards and fucking shit like that, and those are going for big money nowadays.
Yeah, and they never would have known back in the day, like that Tom Brady was going to be the greatest of all time.
No, you would have known a couple years into Tom Brady. That's
I'm talking like with the rookie
card. He took over pretty quick. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
I
but
don't know.
you
I don't
gotta
know football
imagine
that well.
rookie cards don't just mean you got him the year he was a rookie. Like, people could have pulled that card from a pack that was just sitting there for the next couple of years. So, like, you could have known by '08, oh shit, this Tom Brady guy's already won 3 Super Bowls with his first 5 years in the league. Like, damn, this dude's pretty good.
Gotcha. Okay.
Maybe he's gonna be a better player than average.
Okay. Hell yeah. I wonder how much, Brando. How much does a rookie Tom Brady card go for?
Rookie Tom Brady card right now.
They go pretty well.
Yeah. I'm a guess.
The other thing too, Hatch, and like I was mentioning with the rookie card, there's so many different versions of a Tom Brady rookie card. There could be a numbered one, which meaning, this is one of 200 of these examples. There could be, different versions. There could be autograph versions. That's kind of where the market gets saturated with trading cards. Is there's just, so many companies are putting out so many cards every year that, like, you may have a very popular card and a popular player, but how many other cards of that were printed that year?
Something that's actually really funny that we bring up about this, especially with like Tom Brady. I remember watching it was a card YouTuber, right? And he was going around this convention and he met this guy that does football cards, and his main thing was Tom Brady cards. And dude, sure as shit, 5 minutes later, guy walks up, Tom Brady walks up. And he's like, oh, dude, like, these cards, like, you don't see these cards anymore because when I was younger, I signed my signature differently. And he was, like, pointing out the differences.
I think I've seen that. Yeah, it popped off a little bit. But, yeah, he was talking about how, like, his signature changed over the years.
Yes, and he's like, this one might be worth more because you see how I didn't connect my eye right and stuff like that. And I was like, damn. Like, that's pretty crazy that he even knew it.
Yeah.
All right.
Damn. I'm looking right now.
I just found a 2000 Bowman, and Bowman are known for being like rookie cards. They do a lot of like draft type cards, so for baseball, football, basketball, all that. 2000s Bowman of Tom Brady graded in an 8. It's currently up for $749. And again, that's Hatch. That's just a base card. There was thousands of those printed. That's what I'm saying. Is like, that's not counting the, the 1-of-1 auto that he had in that set or something like that. Like, and those you probably won't see listed on sites like eBay because those are being held in private collections, and then they'll be, auctioned off at like consignment stores and stuff like that. Higher end type auction houses.
I just looked up a Frank Gore rookie card.
Dude, Frank Gore's one of my favorite players of all time for sure.
Yeah, and I have it. Same exact one. This one's graded 10 with PSA going for $300 on eBay right now. I'm like, ooh. Maybe
go look at your binder, Brando. Go look through stuff.
I got 3 binders.
Listening to this, if you've ever opened Pokemon or trading cards or anything in the past, just go crack it open. Just go see and check out eBay because you might be really surprised at the value you're sitting on. And you might have nothing. That's also a part of it. But hey, you never know.
Maybe I get enough to buy a new Geo R5. What can I say?
Then maybe I'll be able to buy Brando's old shit.
Brandon, also, how many fucking markers do you need, dog?
All of them.
You have like 4.
And your point is?
Okay, all right. As long as you admit to it.
I like options. What can I say?
I like markers.
I keep one because I know he has more.
Yeah, I keep buying gear because my boys' gear keeps going down and they need gear.
Oh, let me just say, my gear very rarely goes down. Very rarely does my shit go down. But sure as shit, Brando's there to help me.
Man's lying.
Ask Brando.
No, you're just lying.
It doesn't go down because I clean it.
Yeah, because he fixes it. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Thank you.
Yeah,
dude.
Let me tell you, of you, Hash.
I shoot the gun for a little bit, and I'm like, whoa, something's a little bit off. Brando, fix it, and he sure as shit he does.
So, I'm straight.
Thank you, Brando.
Yeah,
Bless
you're
you.
welcome.
Yes, he does.
I'm
glad you're giving him his flowers on the podcast. Well, yeah, guys. So I guess one last thing for tonight before we jump on out of here. We talked about trading cards for a little bit. Love that. We just wanted to wish everyone a happy New Year's. We know the show is going to be coming out next week, just right at the right before I guess New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, whatever the hell it's called.
Yep.
So yeah. comes out on New Year's Eve. We appreciate everyone who joined the FTS family during the last year, during 2024. This has been the second consecutive year that we've been doing podcasts over here. But every year it grows and gets a little bigger thanks to everyone who is listening and joining on in membership. I know there's probably some points this episode where we lost quite a few people when we lost all momentum in the show.
My bad.
But those of you who stay here to the end of the show, you're the real ones. We appreciate you. We've mentioned names before. I could mention names, but I never will mention everyone, so I always feel bad. But everyone knows the Schwartz Cables, the Christopher Strucks, the Mike Ryans, the Anthony Hernandezes, the fucking, I don't know. I'm clearly missing people.
That's all of them.
No, there's definitely more close supporters of the show, but even everyone who just, hey, if you just download it every week to listen to it, I know I appreciate that, and these guys probably do as well. So we just wanted to wish everyone, a happy New Year's. Hopefully, the good luck goes into to next year for everyone. If you're ripping packs, hopefully you get good pulls. If you're playing paintball, hopefully you get some bounces. Wherever you're doing in life, we hope it works out for you in the new year. And yeah, guys, so sincerely from myself, happy New Year's. We appreciate all you guys. And yeah, we'll start to get out here, do all the normal things we do. Hatch, do we have a code word of the week?
We sure do. We got for this one, extreme learning, because we're just that type where we learn extremely. We don't do bunny slopes around here, Brando. We jump straight into level 1.
Extreme
No tutorial.
Makeover Learning Edition.
Yep, extreme learning, people. Extreme learning.
All right, well, extreme learning. And then we also need a cool guy of the week from our boy, Brando Baird.
Yep, you put in a request, Ryan, and I'm going with it. Yeah, this is
good
Every time I
choice.
put in a
Good
request,
choice.
it gets denied. That's bullshit.
no.
Yeah, but this is a good one.
I have some banging ones, bro.
Okay.
All right, so
right.
so this one, dude's name's Max. On Instagram, it's airplane facts with Max. All right, Ryan sent one in. Was watching it, kind of long, but explaining something about a video that some passenger made, explaining why that feature is on the airplane, and then just draws in a comparison with Lord of the Rings, and not just a little thing.
Background on this man's channel. Every single video he makes, he explains, like, someone will have a question about the aviation, community, about how planes work, about mechanics on airplanes, something. And he is an aviation mechanic. And so he starts the video by answering the question, by breaking it down, giving you a lot of info. And without fucking fail, this man will find a way to draw whatever he's talking about into the Lord of the Rings. And it is magical. He's been doing over a couple hundred of these reels, and it never fails. He always ties it in. It always makes sense somehow. And it's, Airplane Facts with Max, one of the best autists on the internet.
Yeah, I watched about 6 of them. I was like, it's got me in. All right.
Hell yeah.
This nerdy ass motherfucker. He's a cool guy though.
Facts with Max.
and his glasses aren't even fucking on right. God damn it. They're always
but they don't need to be on right because he has so much knowledge in his brain, not just about airplanes, but about
the glasses don't fit.
You don't need glasses for knowledge, bro.
Yeah. God, the autism's just oozing out. His glasses are slipping off.
So much autism.
Maybe that's why they're oozing out of his sweat glands, where his glasses are sliding off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just too much. His brain power is too much. But cool guy of the week, Zach. Airplane Facts with Max.
Zach?
Wait, what?
Max. My bad. Max.
I was like,
talking about Zach there? You filling some shit in? Well, yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for adding him in there tonight. I know when I saw that reel came up, I was like, ooh, this would be a good one. But yeah, guys. So let me remind you of the things I do every week. Had to make sure we get the recording up for the Patreon bonus show, which will be taking place right after this. If you guys haven't signed up for the Patreon yet, I would recommend going and doing so. We are doing an extra about 30 minutes to an hour every single week over on the Patreon side. Staying behind the paywall. We talk a lot of shit. We say things that normally will get us demonetized and thrown off of other platforms. It's a lot of fun. If you have any interest, go head over there. But you also get access to the show early. You get ad-free versions of the podcast. There's a lot of great benefits, so make sure you go head over to the Patreon. Join up at patreon.com/mafia_moffitt. There is a 7-day free period, so if you want to check it out for the first time, see what you get over there, you can definitely do that and take advantage of the 7-day free trial. If you're listening to the podcast on either Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, I would ask that you just drop a rating rating for the show real quick. It'll take you just a couple seconds to do so. It helps support us over here, and it's completely free to do. I feel that's a worthy trade. You know, we give you 2 hours of our time. We ask that you give us 10 seconds in return. We would really appreciate it, and it helps us look good to the algorithms on these different platforms. We also ask that you subscribe to the show as well. It does help us out, and you're going to get a notification next time the show is live and ready to go. That way you're never going to miss out on the newest and latest FTS content. We also got the merch website over at xxvthelabel.com. A couple cool designs over there waiting for you. We got the link down in the description below. It's the quickest way to get over there. But on xxvthelabel.com, search up the MafiaProductions. What would that be called? Collaborations, collection, I don't know. I'm losing words here. But yeah, search it up on there. You can find it. We got access to a lot of things. These guys realize they can't just mute and stop paying attention to the show, because I will still need their help at some point. We also have the sponsors tonight. We got Liquid IV. Head over there. Use promo code Liquid IV, or promo code Mafia_Moffitt at liquidiv.com. Grab all your different flavors and great options over there. We have NECTR Energy, NECTR.energy. Love the guys over there. MafiaProductions is going to get you a buy two, get one free with them. And then we also have Welts Clothing. So weltsclothing.com. Head over to weltsclothing.com. Use promo code FTS. Save yourself some money at checkout. And yeah, look good when you're heading to the field. Well, all right, boys. That is all the things I've got to say to wrap us on up at the end of the show. Do you guys want to say any words before we leave so I can have a second to drink water, because my throat is literally dying because I've been talking for 2.5 hours?
Absolutely. One thing I just want to give a quick little special shout out. I want to give a special shout out to Cedar and Yvonne. Right, without those guys, my paintball career would be extramentally more difficult to make happen. So without them, I'm making up words. That's how fucking hard it would be without them. Seriously,
you've been doing that all night.
Yeah. So I'm just entirely grateful for them and to have them in my life. They make playing paintball way easier for me. So thank you, Cedar and Yvonne, very, very much. So yep, that's me.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep. Everyone have a good Christmas. Have a good Kwanzaa and that other holiday.
Happy Menorah Day.
Exactly.
Well, yeah. Leif Erikson Day.
I know this won't be our last episode of the year. That will be next week's episode. So we will be doing some kind of year-end things over there. But yeah, we just want to wish you guys happy New Year's, happy Christmas, happy holidays, all of those things. We appreciate everyone for sticking with us through the years. We're only getting better and only going up from here. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again. Let's bring this on to a close. For my co-host Brando Baird, for Stephen Hatch, this was episode 126 of From the Sidelines. That number gets bigger every week. God damn. And yeah, we're gonna bring it on home. So Hatch, go ahead, do that thing you do.
Bye.
And we'll see you guys on the next one.